Nein, ich meine, zusammen bleiben zu zweit.
Ja, ja, aber ich meinte, so, willst du rübergehen, weil die sind jetzt da, oder willst du da nicht bleiben? Ja, gerne so. Okay.
Welcome back to the action. We've seen 3 blocks of play already today. We go now into the 4th, back to the men's competition. The weather is not really that much different from before. The rain has eased off very slightly. And we'll see the ranking semi-finals for 9th to 12th place. Poland against Ukraine, Czechia against Lithuania. And then we'll progress into the Cup quarter-finals, where there's a couple of real big clashes. We've got Germany, who topped their group, against Great Britain, who finished 3rd in theirs. Then we'll progress to Belgium against Portugal, and a real highlight for all the fans back home, France against Spain. France topping their group with 3 wins from 3. And Spain slipping up this weekend, only getting 1 win. Despite that, they finished in 2nd place in Group B, but that'll be a very exciting contest in the 3rd Cup quarter-final. And we'll round off the day with Belgium against Portugal. Sorry, I've got my order of events here slightly wrong. It will be Belgium against Portugal at the end, and Georgia, Italy will be happening earlier. So first of all, like I said, the semi-finals of the 9th to 12th place, Poland against Ukraine. That graphic should be showing you the squad of the Polish team. It's not quite worked out, I'm afraid. And just 1.5 minutes away from kickoff on the business end of this men's competition. Light spirits between the 2 teams. Before they take to the field, they are friends. I will just see 14 minutes of much more serious faces, I'm sure. I'm joined once more by Andy Knight, our expert for proceedings. He'll be providing us with some little insights from time to time. There we see Ukrainian team around Vadim Sivak, the inspirational figure with the number 9, playing scrum half and taking responsibility for kicking duties for his team as well. Watch out for the big number 7, Yevhen Davidov. He's been a real menace for the opposition defence, normally breaking that first tackle and almost always getting his hands free and offloading at will. So this Ukrainian team with a few real stars. And they get us underway with a high contestable kick. Number 1, Fomiuk, winning the ball in the air and charging towards the try line before he's eventually dragged down. And the counter-attack now from Poland. Real pace. Look how quickly they transition from defence into attack. Stretching the legs. Oh, and unfortunately, that last pass just doesn't quite find the hands of the big man. And Ukraine live to fight another day.
Yeah, good to be here again, Ian. Fun fact, I actually played against the Ukraine 15-a-side team way back in 1999, where I had a Ukraine tracksuit swapped for 3 pairs of jeans. Anyway, looking at this game here, yeah, Poland, they're really moving the ball well. As you can see, they're a bit tighter on the passes this time, but the last pass not quite going to hand, but that weather conditions definitely having something to do with them closing down the space between them for the passes, I would say.
Absolutely, that's just a tactical choice there, isn't it? But now Ukraine on the attack again with a good collision in the centre of the pitch. A rather congested right-hand side here. Poland looking for the jackal, not quite able to make it. And it will be a penalty for Poland.
Yeah, looking a bit more like the Football World Cup there, when the player came sliding in there, obviously just lost his footing a little bit. Luckily, no studs up there, and good for rugby players, nobody staying down just because they got clipped like the footballers do. We'll see the replay there. He has just slipped off his feet. Davidov, I think it was there, that has been a standout player for Ukraine so far this tournament.
Indeed he has.
Bind.
But it's Poland now in possession.
Sets.
With the opportunity from the scrum. Oh, and look at the power from Ukraine. Sivak, unfortunately, not able to gather that without making the knock-on, but that was a dominant scrum.
Yeah, great scrum from Ukraine there. Absolutely powered the Polish off that, and then unfortunately, as you said, Sivak couldn't quite get through and get his hands on that ball. Just took a nasty little bounce just at the last second here. You see it just wiggles a little bit, and unfortunately, he couldn't gather it. He could have been on right the way in for a try.
Sets.
So a positive start from both teams here, with opportunities of their own. Again, the pressure comes on at that scrum, but Poland hold up better to it this time. Little out the back door pass.
Okay, forward. Look on advantage.
And it's messy. Davidov at the base of the scrum decides just to pass. He did have his eyes fixed on the gap, but he chooses to distribute. And here we go through Sivak. He's got pace. Can he regather? He's still playing football, and he does regather now, just a couple of meters before the line. Ukraine in a good position here. Just keep possession and keep the pressure coming, and points will follow. Here we are with the opportunity in the wide channel. Ukraine get the first try of the 9th to 12th place semi-final through Overchuk.
Yeah, Overchuk going in the corner there, but some lovely passing there. I'm liking this tactics. A few teams we've seen deploy this where they're putting the kick through, because obviously the ground is a little bit slippery. We've seen it being a bit of a bar of soap, that ball. But they're kicking through, and then they've got the opportunity to maybe slide onto the ball. But it's also from a defensive point of view, when you're going backwards and you have to get back to your feet with someone roaring down behind you. It's definitely not an easy thing to do, as we see the kick go over. It's a lovely kick. Nice to see we can still do that in this rainy conditions.
Yeah, so Ukraine looking rather unperturbed by the whole thing, and they take a 7-point lead after 4 minutes of play. It was hard work, but they ground the Polish down eventually, and have a slight advantage in this first half. Poland dealing with that kickoff well, but once again Fomiuk putting on the pressure with Davidov together. Two big, strong men, and Poland attacking. That's Mozud. Shodrak. Oh, the genuine attempt at an intercept, I'd say, but the referee isn't happy. He shows the yellow card, counts that as a deliberate knock-on, and by the letter of the law, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, we're just seeing the replay there. He's put his hand up, which is fair enough, but unfortunately he's not really raised it to try and catch it. It's just stuck his hand out and up in the air rather than actually trying to play the ball up and catch it. So I think the referee's quite right in that one. Another one we'll have a discussion with over dinner with them, I'm sure, as we see Poland attack here with the extra player.
Yeah, and the wide channels here now where Bogus with a big fend. Get out of my way. You got to take the ball with you, though.
Yeah, it's a lovely little break up that line. Unfortunately, it goes into one hand, and then he just loses it, and Ukraine kick it through, but
Yeah,
Poland. Oh, sorry, after
I was just
you.
going to say, good presence of mind to play that quick line out there. Takes the contest out of the situation in difficult conditions. That was probably a smart thing to do, Andy.
Exactly, and also they had 4 players back there. You know, they're working hard for each other, and they've got the ability to move it, 4 passes along the line, and put it into the middle where they can go either side. So, well played from Poland. As we see them just take the contact and maybe try and slow it down a little bit to get some control back.
Yeah, and Mazud Shodrok just being caught there in an unfortunate position. So Ukraine with the turnover. Here we see again Sivak with a big wide pass. That's the try scorer, Overchuk. Overchuk again, stepping and weaving, looking for a gap.
Poland trying to take the shirt off his back there, but good defense. It's difficult for this Ukrainian 6 to break down the defensive line, the 7 of Poland at the moment.
Ukraine getting the penalty, which is exactly what they want here. Basically, if they can run down this yellow card period with possession, then they're not going to concede any points and they'll keep in their commanding position.
Yeah, we're seeing a Ukrainian player down as well. I think we'll probably have the clock stopped at the moment. Referee just signalling that as we see the spray being administered to the Ukrainian player. I think it is the try scorer.
Is that Overchuk?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It is Overchuk. Yeah, it's just getting a little bit of the magic spray going on. We're seeing his hamstring strapped, but he seems to be fine. He's walking quite the thing. And as you say, this is a scrum here for Ukraine. I don't think we'll see anything too fancy. Just try and run this clock out a little bit, get the time back, or get the time run down so they can get their player back on the field, which will probably be the start of the second half.
Yeah, only 20 seconds left to play in the first half now. Sivak used the break and play to bark some orders to his ranks. Oh, and he just fumbles, unfortunately, picking that ball up at the base of the scrum. So they will lose possession, and Poland will have the opportunity to attack. But I believe Ukraine are already back to 7 players. I didn't see him come back on. Yeah, but they're back to a full complement and counting 7.
Yeah, they must have just come, it literally just come on there, so that's good. You know, this last play of the half, Poland will want to launch from here, but I don't think Ukraine are going to let them. Going to try and shut them down. Lovely line though. However, I think the pop pass was just a little forward and signaled by the referee.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it, Andy? You just saw it slip forward. It's a crying shame because that was a good line and that was almost Poland's best little move of the whole half. But yeah, Ukraine take the lead into half-time, 7-0. We'll just have a little listening to the half-time talks.
Panu, spokojnie. 7-0.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They are fucked. That has taken it all out of them, that first half. Yeah? We are a fitter side. We have a better bench. Yeah? And we've got the hill, mentally.
Okay, boys, 2 opportunities. We let go, okay? We get those back then, okay? Keep the same. Okay, away from the scrum, nice and fast, okay? Yeah. An attack. Whose kickoff is it? Ours, okay. Now,
У нього було пространство, щоб він маневрував.
Хлопці, залишаємося, будь ласка, повним про те, що ми говорили в роздягальні. Зразу переключатися, якщо щось сталося. В атаці щось сталося, якась біда, зразу переключаємося в защиту і біжимо в нас до...
And here we see that lone try of the first half through Overchuk on the left-hand side. It was well worked, good pressure. And they didn't get many more opportunities after that, to be fair, so fairly clinical. When they get their chances, they're looking like they might take them.
Yeah, interesting listening there to Poland at halftime. Obviously, apologies again for some of the language you heard there, but the basic outline was get the ball away from contact quickly. As we were mentioning, you know, these Ukrainians are a big team. They will like that contact there. They will have a second bite at the cherry and try and counter ruck. So if If the Polish can get the ball away from that contact area a little bit quicker, there might be some space in the open field or even going as wide as the 15s.
So we're back underway, second half, 7 minutes of rugby to decide who progresses further in the 9th to 12th place competition.
That's been used, play on.
Well recycled from Ukraine in a difficult situation, but that's just put Davidov under pressure. We know what he can do. Davidov against Pozniak. Two big, powerful men, and the ball, again, in another collision, just spilling. Poland come out with it.
Let go, Gold. Hands off now. Okay, advantage is over.
That's Marco Hayes.
Backwards, play on.
Manages to get the ball free. Hayes again.
He's gone forwards, advantage.
Sivak
Advantage over.
for Ukraine steals the ball, and with big long pass to Overchuk. Overchuk, we know he's got pace, and he kicks and chases. He sees the opportunity, he sees the space. Bogus is no slouch, and he commands that backfield.
It's been knocked on the floor, advantage.
Advantage to Ukraine from the knock-on.
No advantage, knocked on.
And it's incredible, isn't it? You quite often you were seeing double turnovers. The ball's so messy.
Yeah, it's a good idea from Ukraine there, just a little kick and chase. He did well to stay on his feet and not commit himself to that tackle too early. Got the little knock on.
Just a scrum here, lads. You're making a change, okay?
Good patience shown by Ukraine on that occasion. Hard work for Poland there. You could see them struggling to get back. We're seeing a few hands on knees. It's been a draining, not just today, but draining yesterday. It's taken them out of them, taken the wind out of them a little bit, and the soft, wet ground is definitely not conducive to free-flowing rugby and just running. They're actually having to get down and up the whole time, which just saps the energy.
So Ukraine with the ball, but under pressure. And there's been an offside there, so Ukraine with the penalty, and they tap and go quickly. And they're through once more. It's the number 11, Saklivnini. And that just extends the lead to 12 points, conversion to come. What a perfect start to the second half for Ukraine.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy at the scrum there, but Ukraine get the bounce. They work hard. There's a little penalty given. It's a quick tap and go. Adzinnik handing off to Zaklevinie, going over for the score under the post to put Ukraine 2 scores ahead. And once again, apologies for the pronunciation.
Yeah, and a real feature of this Ukrainian game is the offload, isn't it? And that's a lot more than just ball handling skills. You need the supporting lines, and you need a little bit of awareness. So Ukraine showing real maturity in this fixture, up to 14-0. Good long kick from Ukraine. Oh, and the slip in the midfield. Poland really struggling with the conditions. The ball goes loose once more. They're scragged back over their own try line.
Relax, carried back.
And forced to ground.
Yeah, good pressure from Ukraine there. Once they saw that little slip there on the ground, I think it was Paschukov. Yes, it was Paschukov, the number 10. Just had a little slip. The ball got past him. He had to get up. His back was turned. Ukraine put pressure on, forced them into the dead ball area, and then forced them to touch it down, giving the scrum 5 to Ukraine in a cracking area here. You'd like to think that this will go in and out the scrum, just attacking that short right-hand side.
The other option is Yevhen Davidov. He's in the centre. I wouldn't be surprised if they just hit it up with him and see if he can drive over.
That's off his foot.
Oh, and not a clean scrum this time, so really struggling. Poland come away with it. This is an opportunity for them to go the length of the pitch here. Can they find the fresh legs in Dub Panache?
Hands off, go!
And he presents the ball well. Poland recycling, looking to find some space in a congested part of the pitch before they spread the ball back towards the left-hand side, getting the hands free for the offload. Mazud Shodrok. Dube Panache for the try, and Poland are right back into this with just under 3 minutes left to play.
Yeah, great speed there from Dubi Panashe. Took the little pass from his teammate and then just scampered over. We see a couple of passes here. Looked a little forward to me, but referee's happy with it. Then it was quick pass, and round the outside the Ukrainian defense to bring them back into the game. Bring them back into the game here.
The conversion is good.
Oh, that's a good conversion to have, isn't it? 14-7 just means it's one converted try rather than having to get 2 scores.
Yep. And we're no longer in the group stage, so if it is a draw after 14 minutes, we will see extra time. And Ukraine winning that ball somehow from the kickoff, charging down the left-hand side and avoiding touch. But there's a knock-on.
Yeah, just a slight knock-on as he tried to get to the ground quite rightly, but unfortunately I think he chest landed on the ball and it just rolled away from him. Diving tackle there.
Over tricky some boy.
He just tried to offload it with his hand. Maybe it would have been better holding on to it, sliding and allowing the support to get there, but however.
Time on. Crouch!
Let's see how Poland can deal with this. They've got a minute and a half here to get another converted score to get them back level in this game and take it to extra time.
We've not had a problem with scrum time. Any messing around will be a free kick either side. Give them the space and use it. Okay, thank you. Time back on.
So Max
Crouch.
Pablo Mazod Shodrok
That's fine. Crouch.
to feed the scrum for Poland. We've got the try scorer, Dubi Panashe, on the wing. I just wonder if that'll be the target. No, they hit it up in the middle. They love the physical game. And Ukraine unable to roll away on time, so it's a penalty. And now they do look to move the ball into some space rather than just hitting it up in the middle. That's a nice little interplay after initial scrappy ball. Ukraine driving over. But Poland under pressure, maintaining the ball. Ukraine do get the penalty, holding on the ground. That was Overchuk that got over that ball.
Yeah, Trebus did really well with the go forward, a little break, didn't give the pass to his teammate outside, went through the gap, handed on.
Let's play, please.
To, I think it was Mazod Shodrok, and then, unfortunately for them, Ukrainians got in there to get that turnover, got hands on ball, and have now cleared it right to our head. It's pouring a little bit of rain on one or two of the German commentators, which is a real shame.
Real
time
shame, Andy. We're back underway. Ukraine with a good line out. Sivak distributing nicely. Davidov also out to the wing. And a half tackle break before they recycle a ball. Yevhen Davidov with the glory moment, just boots the ball, I'd say into the stand, but he didn't. He booted it over the stand. He's got such big thighs.
Yeah, that one's almost gone to keel, I think, that one. But yeah, a deserved win for them. I thought they worked really hard for that game. They controlled it. They worked hard in defense. They made sure that they made their tackles. We heard them at halftime as well, just wanting to put some pressure on. Well played, Ukraine, in that 14-7 win over Poland. One more game to go tomorrow for them. Maybe 2.
Then the next fixture will be the second ranking 9th to 12th place quarter-final of the day. And it will be between Czechia and Lithuania.
Für die Umkleide geht es in Hamburg, davor Platz 9, die Ergebnisse wird das Red Tiger fahren, den zweiten Platzierungsspiel in der Runde um Platz 9 zwischen Tschechien und Litauen. swines known to humanity. I want them now.
And here we see that Czechia squad. Lithuania as well. Led by Captain Krasauskas. Some difficult names for us to pronounce, so I apologise in advance. We will be doing our very best. Two exciting teams here. We love to watch them play. I'm particularly excited by the Lithuanians, who will be playing in green. I'm a big fan of their physicality and athleticism.
Yeah, the number 10 there, Priledas, he's been instrumental. I remember him from last year. He was a very, very good player. Great, he was just a youngster, basically, last year. Now he's becoming one of the experienced ones, so interesting to see how he goes as we get ourselves set up. As we get ourselves set up and ready to go. Apologies there, little technical error. And it will be that man, Priledas, to kick off. First we'll hear a little side interview.
So we have with us Vadim Sivak from the Ukrainian squad. It's a very convincing performance, it was very tough, it looked physical out there. What are your initial thoughts after the game?
I want to say thank you to my team, because such a great performance from Ukrainian boys, and for us it's so important to play against Poland, because previous year we were meeting with them in the trophy finals, and unfortunately we lost two of them, but now we won, and I'm happy, and I hope my team happy too. But we want to be in quarterfinal, but unfortunately, or probably fortunately, we are here and we won the game, and we are preparing for tomorrow games.
Yeah, you did win that game. Congratulations on that. You said you were preparing for tomorrow games. How does the rest of the day look? How will you recover? How will you prepare for tomorrow?
Like a usual team in Rugby Europe Championship, ice bath, good meal, and I don't know, and good song, good sleep.
Yeah, sounds great. As I'm sure a lot of people watching from back home, do you want to say something in Ukrainian to your family or your fans?
Oh, I hope everyone knows I love them. I love you, you and you. For my friends, for my relatives, for my any people who support in Ukraine, we just want to say thank you, because we are living in such a tough times, and every night, every day, our country are bombed by Russian terrorists, and if we are playing rugby here, we are happy and we can live our best life.
Happy to see you. Happy. Congratulations on the victory again. Best of luck for tomorrow. Take care. Have a good rest of the day.
Both heartwarming and heartbreaking messages there from the Ukrainian captain, proclaiming his love for his nation and all his family and friends back home. So congratulations for that win. We progress now with Czechia, Lithuania. And Priledas looks to tap as soon as we're able to get back underway. We have an injured Czech player. That's Koblic, Adam Koblic, the number 7. Very articulate, well-spoken man, as we found out in the interviews today.
Yeah, he likes to call himself Uncle Adam. I think he's one of the stalwarts, one of the older players and more experienced players within the team. He's certainly put in some good performances over the last couple of days. It looks like he's staying on. I don't think he's going off. Can we see that? Have we seen any subs coming? No, he is going off. Yep, there he goes off the field. So unfortunately has to be replaced. An injury that's just too much for him as we see this ball getting kicked to touch. Will give Lithuania a line out. If you remember last year, Ian, actually, Lithuania, they loved the kick and chase. That was one of their things, but they also loved their line outs. They had a great lift. I think it's the number 1 they usually lift, Taujanskas, who is definitely one of the stalwarts of their team.
Yeah, and they do have a height advantage over most teams here on the circuit. Big men from Lithuania. And that's some nice movement as well, a good set play. They've created a bit of space here on the right-hand side. Looking to recycle quickly here, slightly delayed, so it was a good challenge in there from Czechia. But Lithuania maintained the pressure, driving that forward bit by bit. And recycling once more under pressure. This time they do look for more width. The wee kick, you just spoke about that, how they like to kick in behind a defensive line. This time the accuracy and the execution not quite there, but it was a dangerous option, wasn't it?
Yeah, from that line out, I mean, that's a move we've seen them do where they bring it back, you know, head up the middle, bring it back from the middle to the blind side, dummy runner, ball in behind them, and then try and attack that 15 to the 5-meter channel. However, on this occasion, Czechia were up for it, and they could see they didn't take the dummy line, they didn't follow that, kept their defensive line flat, solid. However, Czechia, Lithuania then got in behind them as they win this line out. Oh, that could have been a massive hit there, just caught him, but Lithuania still attacking, still in control of the ball.
Yeah, really risky, that strategy, blitzing up like that. If you don't take the man, then it's often a try. And it wasn't initially, but it is now. Arnas Prelides with the points for Lithuania.
Yeah, that's the man I spoke about just at the start of the game. I've been watching him the last couple of years and really like his balanced running style. I really like the way he operates. He's got control, doesn't do anything too silly most of the time. Nearly got smashed to bits there, but look how he got back on his feet as Grigalatis, I think it is, went down there, took the ball into contact, leaving a big open space on the outside for my man there, Arnas, to go in the corner. This will be an interesting kick. Let's see if he can get this one. Not quite, unfortunately.
So it took 4 minutes, but we have got the first try of this game. Lithuania with the pressure, with most of the territory, with most of the possession, now with the points.
Yeah, points on the board, 4 minutes in. I mean, we have talked about the weather conditions just slowing things down a little bit, and not so many high-scoring games, but good scoring games. That was a good play there from Lithuania as we see a really high kick going again, and well gathered in the end by Czechia.
Yeah, that was Prucha just getting in the line of the tap back. It was smart, but look at that, what a tackle from the little man. One of the smaller players in the Lithuanian team dominating the contact.
Yeah, that's a really good play, and it gives Lithuania another line out as we talked about earlier. They do have a bit of a height advantage here. They've definitely got a lot of training gone into their line outs as we see them rise up again and get the ball away from that contact area in big, wide open spaces.
Lithuania back on the attack here. Looking down the right-hand side, they've got the opportunity here to make some good meters. Mikalauskis with the carry, and they recycle well, distributing beautifully. That's a long, accurate pass. Once more going for the kick, and the chase comes in. It's a nightmare to regather, but Czechia do well under pressure. And they still have the ball somehow. Lithuanians piling into that breakdown. Good footwork. And probably the right thing not to force that pass there. It looked like he might try it, but keeping things safe and under control. A half break there from Czechia. So they are still looking in the last minute of the first half to apply pressure, create the score. Adam Rashi for the try line. Adam Rashi. He's won the danger men, he's been around the block, and he's got the points. He's leveled up the game, 5-5.
Yeah, that was great patience shown by Czechia. It went back about 5 phases, and we saw Senel slide back on the ground. Looked like he was swimming. He got the ball, secured it, then his teammates worked hard to get back. They slowed it down for 2 phases, just got control, and then they got the passes, got the receivers in the right position for the passes, moved it out wide, giving Marachi the opportunity to go on the outside there for a converted try, putting Czechia ahead by 7 points to 5 as we go into the half-time break. Lithuania will be a little disappointed. However, they have played some very good rugby, so they shouldn't be too disappointed. It'll be interesting to hear what their coaches say as they start to huddle up in the middle of the field.
Nádech. Výdech. Super. Kouči?
Za mě dobrý, kluci. Za mě dobrý. Pojďte být trpěliví. Pojďte být trpěliví. Pojďte se snažit. Kluci, já vím, že to je těžký v těchto podmínkách, ale fakt jsou strašně důležitý to, aby jsme se udrželi na těch nohách. Jo, myslete na to. Při každém, když jdu někam do nějakého kontaktu, musíme pracovat těma nohama. Jinak je to strašně jakoby jednoduchý, jo, pro ně.
Ado.
Pasiemam savo kamuolį, dirbam iš krašto į kraštą, stabiliai užsidarom, siunčiam į kitą pusę. Okay?
Kebra, per išorę mane padėjo, negali nieko kaltinti, bet daugiau info iš vidaus.
Vietų! Ba!
Great to see the big man, number 1, Taujanskas, taking command of that huddle for Lithuania. I love to see a good player-led huddle, Andy, so I do.
Yeah, he's been around for a few years in this squad there. He's definitely one of the big leaders, big names in there. My Lithuanian is not as good as it used to be, so I can't really work out what he's doing. I did notice that he was looking to get the players, when they go into contact, with a longer placement of the ball so that this Czechia team can't come in there for the jackal and get there. So they need to want to get that ball back a little deeper and give the opportunity for the supporting player to get there and secure that ball quickly. So let's see if they can do that. And indeed, if my Lithuanian has taught me anything. As we see the kickoff coming from Czechia.
Going deep again, and that's a tactic a lot of teams are using at the moment because they know that teams will struggle to go the length of the pitch without an unforced error. But Lithuania fancy their chances, as they should do. Organised Czech defence, and a brilliant counter-ruck gives them the opportunity. They get the first try of the second half through number 13, Ondrej Senhal. And that was pretty much the perfect start to the second half for Czechia. Long kick, pressure and defence, counter-ruck and score.
Yeah, Lithuania tried to move that ball into the middle channel and possibly even outside, but what a great press from the Czechia defence there. You saw them up fast. They made a good contact, got a leg drive, and although Lithuania had that long ball placement, as we were talking about, the power to get them off the ball was there from the Czechia team, and one of the Senal brothers, I think you said it was Ondrej, got himself under the post there for another 7-pointer.
Yeah, and you mentioned the brothers, and that was an amazing thing. It was Mate Senal who made the hit, and then it was his brother who got the reward with the try, so a beautiful little moment for the family.
Yeah, don't mess with those brothers.
I wasn't planning on it. And here we go again. Lithuania must build again, and it's a repeat. It's an absolute repeat. That is Mate Senal again with a big hit, but unfortunately the counter-ruck just doesn't quite work out this time. Attempt at the choke tackle, the knees seem to be on the ground. The knees seem to have touched the ground, but it's been adjudged to be a maul that didn't progress, which I'm not so sure about. Was there a second Lithuanian in that maul, making it, or in that tackle making it maul? Yeah, there is, so it is a maul, he's right. That's fair. It's a collapse maul and nothing more. He needed to get his knee to the ground before. So technicalities of the game there. That was my interpretation of the events.
Yeah, that's another one that we'll, I'm sure we'll be speaking to the refs about. Quite right. If that's what it was, then absolutely delighted that the referees are seeing this.
You had one player being tackled, being held up. The moment the second player joined it, it became a maul, and only then the knee touched the ground. That makes it a collapsed maul, and the collapsed maul, if the ball is not made playable, is then a turnover. So, by the letter of the law, I believe that to have been a brilliant call by the referee and great awareness.
Fantastic, there we go. Here we have the knowledge here from Ian Dawson.
Well, it's only knowledge if I'm right.
Correct. We'll have a little chat with Silkom Chikalache when we speak to him. I think, is he Georgian? I seem to remember them.
I think he's the only Georgian at the tournament, well, the only Georgian referee at this tournament, exactly.
So I'm sure he'll keep us right. Interesting one for us to find out about, just whilst we're just dealing with a little head wound there from one of the Czechia players, making sure he's all taped up, keeping his ears nice and warm in this cold day. However, it was interesting, that defense again, just that blitz defense from Czechia, as we noticed again that Lithuania got himself in the same position. They were just, the outside player was too flat. I think it was Grigolatis was just too flat, and he got absolutely smashed by the brothers Senal.
Yeah, Mate, and he was the man getting treatment there, so I think he might have just caught his head against a hip or a knee in that collision. But it was a great tackle, great aggression, and great intent from Czechia.
I'm sure his teammates will say it was well worth it, as they get in a good, strong position to attack from it straight off the base.
Marachi looking for his second try of the game, just stopped short, but they do recycle well, and they're over the line, bundling over. I think it's the number 10.
Yes.
Was that Pavel Kruse?
I think it was Kruse, yeah, it looks like Kruse getting up with a smile on his face and a little fist pump. Great power there, great pace with Marachi to start with. Good speed to the breakdown by the two Czechia players, followed by the pick and go going over for Pavel Kruse.
Yeah, it's a real team effort right now from Czechia. Everyone getting involved in this, and they'll need to carry on like that to maintain this lead. Unfortunately, the conversion is missed. For them, that's the first unsuccessful kick in this game. It stays 19 points to 5. Second half, 4 minutes left to play. Lithuania taking this slightly shorter kick-off. Once again, looking to move in the width. There's no shoot-up this time from the Czech defence. And Lithuania are able to progress a good 10 metres up the park before they recycle the beautiful deep pass. They'll be trying to get... And this time they revert back to old tactics of kicking. And it seems to be working for them, but that has crossed the touchline. And the ball goes dead. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not sure if panic set in there. I don't know if they needed the kick at that point. But however, they're obviously wanting to clear their lines, get away from their own 22. They've been stuck in there for the last three and a half minutes. And it is time to get out of there, trying to get down to the Czechia area where they can put an opportunity or get an opportunity for a try. However, on that occasion, the second kick wasn't quite good enough as we go to the line out for Czechia.
And Czechia come away, they're kicking it on their own. It went a little bit loose, but working well. Beautiful footballing skills. They looked to have been tackled slightly early there.
Yeah,
and the referee signalling a scrum to Lithuania, so
yes,
there must have been a knock-on first.
You'll see it here, there's a little knock-on, just catches his arm as he goes to try and pick it up. That's Borecci. Just managed to get his hand in there. So good scramble back by Lithuania. We saw 4 players back there, so they're still working hard. They're not giving up at this point in time. Be interesting to see if they can launch something from here, though.
Free kick for Lithuania. They tap and they go. Rumbauskas with the big carry. Oh, and another unforced error. Terribly frustrating. And then there'll be a scrum to Czechia. Commanding position, less than 2 minutes left to be played, and they have a 14-point lead. Lithuania requiring 2 converted tries to level the game.
Crouch!
Yeah, just a little frustrating from Lithuania there. They went in for the pick and go, but got caught with a leg in the way, and unfortunately just knocked it on, giving Czechia this opportunity to break down the short side. It's that boy Marachi, Adam Marachi, sneaking in for another try, and it's the second try of the day, and I think that just takes it out of the hands of Lithuania now. Lovely little break, as you see there. Covering defense, sneaked around the wrong side. Marachi saw it, or had a feeling there was a space there. and just went down the tight side for a lovely little try.
Yeah, you said it, he had a feeling, like his awareness is just fantastic. He doesn't need to see it with his eyes, he knows what's going on. A real feel for the game, Adam Miraci, and that's exactly the reason he's come up with his second try in this game. 24 points to 5, Czechia commanding this, half a minute left to play. They will progress to the semi-finals of the 9th place competition.
Yeah, the kick not going to end there, giving Lithuania a little chance to have their kick and chase here. There's 2 players going for it.
That's not the man you want to kick to though, is it? Oh, he will try to mount a counter, and he stepped 1, he stepped 2, and then he ran into 2. We hear the buzzer as Czechia bounce off tackles. No. And they get the ball off the pitch. There's no need to play any more rugby in this game. It has been decided. Czechia progress to the semi-finals of the ranking competition. That will be played tomorrow when the tournament really hots up.
Yeah, well-deserved win in the end for Czechia. I think they had the overall balance of that game. Lithuania tried some things, didn't quite succeed. Lots of good positive points from them. However, Czechia come out on top and deserved that win.
Next up, we have the home team. Germany plays against Great Britain. Germany with a very, very convincing group stage, not conceding a single point, putting big scorelines in the first 2 games, and a very tight game against Spain in their 3rd one. So this is going to be an exciting one. And the crowd heats up as the Germany team's in the tunnel. Let's see what they think. Next to me is Dennis Frank. Dennis, what do you make of this game?
Yeah. As you pointed out, the German team has been very, very convincing so far. Before the start of the tournament, there were some questions about the German team, given that there's some absentees. First and foremost, maybe Niklas Koch, one of the stalwarts of the team, a couple more injuries. However, this team, which had to be shuffled a little bit, has been very convincing so far. However, the conditions have worsened quite a bit, and we got to find out how this German team will adapt to that.
Yeah, it's a lot of rain that's pouring down here. It's been like that all afternoon, but when Germany played this morning, it wasn't as bad. And we get an interview with the winner from the last match.
So I'm back down pitch side, getting wet here with Adam Miraci of Czechia. You got 2 tries in that game. Just for you personally, how does it feel?
It feels amazing because finally we played as we wanted to. Finally using the open space and just showing what we got. Because unfortunately group stage we kind of went short because we lost against Germany by far, and then we lost against Spain, tough game. So yeah, finally getting some games which we wanted, so it feels amazing.
Yeah, you can't change the results from yesterday. Day 1 is the way it is, but you have the opportunity now to go on and play the 9th place, win 9th place. Is that enough for you guys? It's a 2-leg tournament.
I don't know if it's enough, but it's the best we can get, and we have the best start for the next tournament. So we have to play with the results we got. So now it's last game tomorrow, and then until the 2 weeks off, just get the best results.
And now the easy question. You can do it in your own language. Do you have a message for your fans back home?
Děkuju moc, že se koukáte. Doufám, že zítra to vyhrajeme, aby jsme aspoň urvali konečné vítězství a že domácí do nás koukat. Děkuju moc. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam. You're one of the stars of the team, so congratulations and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
And back on, and we might already see the first try by Germany speedster Amakwedi. Playing with the conditions, getting the grubber kick by, was it Anton Gleitzer?
Yeah, I think it was absolute superstar Marcon Amakwedi. He's been outstanding the whole tournament. It's good to see him get on the scoreboard early. Like you said, playing with the conditions, it's very smart. We see Great Britain put boot to ball earlier. It's a good thing to do. You provoke mistakes. The ball's very slippery, so even if you don't regather it, it's very likely the Thomas going to make a mistake. And Amakwedi, this is some class heading. The ball's very slippery. It's on the floor. It's hard to pick up without losing all of your speed. He does really well and then puts it over.
And the conversion, Felix Hofnagel, successful. One of the most reliable kickers on the tour. So Germany getting a good start after defending the first British possession phase.
Yeah, they'll be happy with this, and this is a very low kick. I'm not sure. Touched in the field of bounds, so it's allowed it. I think that's exactly how he judged it. Maybe a little deeper is how he wanted it, but still, very good kick. Giving Great Britain a set piece, which is tough in the rain. Again, the ball's very slippery. It's hard to get it out accurate. So let's see if they can contest this.
Yeah, I think it was probably a call by Pablo Ferro. After the last game, he was, boys, play to the conditions. Don't try to be too fancy. And this is very tactically astute. Let's see whether they can defend the Team GB once again. Very brave of him, trying to outpace the fastest German man on the pitch.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Clark trying to take Amakwedi on the outside. Hasn't worked out in Germany with ball back in possession. Bennett File and his strong carry, keeping staying his feet, keeping well there until support's there. And winning the penalty for the tackler not rolling away. Good carry by Bennett File there. Hey, he gets chopped up first, but he manages to keep the legs pumping until his support arrives. And that's what wins him the penalty.
So Felix Hofnagel will try to get Germany into better field position. Stalwart of the team from the Germania List Club, only about 2 hours down the road from here, so quite a few supporters.
Okay, offshore.
However, misses touch, so we'll have a scrum for Team GB. Ball goes dead.
Crazy. Very rare we see Felix Hofnagel make mistakes. It's even rarer we see him make mistakes with his boot, hey?
Yeah, especially from that position, surprising. So, first real opportunity for Team GB after just about 4 minutes played.
What do you think they'll do from this?
Probably try to find a little bit of space, however, this will be not easy.
It's another kick. Great Britain's used the boots earlier in this game. Now using it again. It's well covered by, can't quite see it, I think it's Cedric Eichholz who covers the ball. Well done.
From RG Heidelberg.
And now Hofnagel kicks it back. So a lot of kicking in this game, considering it's a sevens game. It makes sense in the conditions, but still very old. This is great sick chase, but he misses the tackle. And now Clark with time on the ball.
What a physical game.
Into Glides and Ben Elements over the ball and wins the turnover.
That is the hometown hero, the Hamburg native Ben Ellermann, who grew up just down the road in this town, and he gets the turnover. Vital for Germany. So second chance for Felix Hofnagel finding touch.
Yeah, similar position as he did earlier.
Yeah, this time he probably just gonna not try to chew off as much.
And this time it's a good kick. Not too much territory won in this, but Germany get the line out. They wanted Glides, unfortunate there. And Clark with time, you expect him to create something. Bumps another Glider off, but loses his footing. There's no support there, and Ellermann's really good over the ball.
Yeah, the two Glider twins have established themselves firmly within this German team within the last 5 years, both hailing from Berlin.
They go over the top to Chris Ume, but the referee says it's skew. So it's going to be a Great Britain scrum again.
Yeah, just taking foot a little bit off the pedal. And Germany heavy favourites. Best team after the group stage in terms of points difference. 3 wins. And 94 points scored, not a single one conceded.
It's an interesting choice off the line out there in the conditions they have. And they go for that over ball. It's a really hard ball to throw accurately. And it's even harder with slippery ball. And now with the kickback, Amakwedi has the ball, and he always has defenders on him, heads turning, and he draws eyes. 2 defenders that he's drawn, gives it to Bennett File. Now Hufnagel in a bit of space, uses some footwork, get past the defender, and Hufnagel has to go on. There's the defender catching up to him, but he will be quick enough. Felix Hufnagel scores the next try for Germany, up 12 points, has a chance to convert his own try now. That was a lovely bit of individual brilliance. McCrone and Amakwedi drawing eyes, File giving it to Hufnagel, and then Hufnagel, that's a great left foot step, and all the way over to try line.
Yeah, great turn of pace, and he's one of the heaviest German players on the park. In the 15s game, he's equally comfortable playing in the back line or in the back row amongst the forwards, so this man can do it all.
Yeah, there really is little things he cannot do, and he proves this just now, as he also kicks the convergence of Germany with a 14-point lead.
So now it's going to be interesting to see whether Germany's going to go for a similar kickoff, trying to aim for position. Cedric Eichholz kicking us off here. And again, however, this time Team GB deals with it, and they stick to their guns.
And now there's no one in behind, and there's a player getting really close to the ball, regathering the ball, might have knocked it on the floor. Referee disagrees. Referee says play on. So GB with ball in hand, and now he's blown his whistle, and he gives a penalty to Germany. No, he gives a penalty to GB. I'm sorry.
No, penalty. Penalty to Germany. So penalty to Germany and a yellow card.
No, GB play the ball right here, go through, beats. Oh, that's a great shot by Felix Hufnagel on the step. But GB again, close to the line, looking to score the first point against Germany in this tournament so far. This is a nice transfer, but it's not accurate enough. So Louis Ellis beats him on the outside, and Louis Ellis writes history in this Hamburg 7. This is the first guy to score a try against that German men's team this weekend. Doesn't look too happy about it, but he can be. This is a good performance. They went wide. I like the little over-the-top pass when he saw there was someone rushing on him. And then he's good with ball in hands, fending off Bennett File. It's Louis Wells. I'm very sorry I messed that up. Louis Wells, of course, scored this try.
So Team GB converting their own try, and after quite a dominant performance by the German team in the first half, Team GB has all to play for, just to try down.
Nochmal. 3, 2, 1 und rein. Und raus. Good boys.
Okay, boys. We are controlling the game, but we made 2 stupid mistakes. Okay, they're gonna kick everything. So the wings, they need to drop. After that, relax. Keep the ball in the kickoff, the zero area. Now they are covering the Spain area, so 0 could be an option. So let's be smart, and now we start changing. Okay? We are controlling the...
Okay, we're getting joy from kick. We've got it there. Right, great effort, Muzz. It's all it is kicking effort. The bit next way is if we get set piece, it's just context, because that's when they're going to be organised around their backfield, eh? All right, that's fair. Don't mind the call. It's just thinking around context and their organisation off the set piece. So we can maybe play a little bit off set piece, and then we can look to it if we need to.
Also, boys, now if we're in their half whatever, they're fucking expecting the kicks. We're on top of them.
Yeah, now we're looking again at Felix Hufnagel's effort. 70-meter run for a big one. Quite impressive. Now, Team GB's try. Just beating Bennett File. Just a missed tackle on the wing. However, home fans enjoying themselves. Rain finally has died down a little bit. And slight sliver of sunshine coming through the thick clouds in Hamburg. Just in time for the second half.
GB with a similar tactic as Germany, looking to find touch, find grass, and then find touch. Successful with it. Germany not throwing their first ball straight line. But this time they go to the front. Bennett File wins it. Eichholz with a nice effort. And Eichholz with a nice hold out of the ball and goes forward. It's tackled eventually. Ume now picks, looks to draw some eyes. Goes hard at the defense, eventually brought down. Germany still one man down. Remember, they got a yellow card right before the try, and now they kick it through for Marconi and Amakwedi, and Clark and Amakwedi in a foot race, and Amakwedi seems to win it. Kicks the ball once more, and can he judge on? No, the ball's a little too far. Unfortunately, not a try for Marconi and Amakwedi. So Great Britain now with a quick 22-meter drop out, winning territory. Ume collects it, has little time on it, does well to shake off the tackle, and then distributing the ball to Bennett File, and Bennett File on the wing with a one-on-one. Fence off his defender, and Bennett File looks to go all the way. There's another player on him, but he goes to the corner, and Bennett File goes to first try in the second half.
Yeah, Team GB with the quick 22 dropout, trying to catch the German team napping. However, they dealt with it and found a pretty disorganized GB defense, and Bennett File pounds, scoring the third try for Germany.
Yeah, you have to appreciate the work that's been done off the ball here, as they were all chasing that kick. Amakwedi was still in the try zone, and then there was that 22 dropout where you can very easily knock them off guard. But Germany, all of them has worked back quickly. Umeri getting the ball, beating a defender. Bennett working back as well, and then having the pace to finish it off.
Yeah, and Bennett File getting a breather straight away after this lung-busting run. So Germany making a couple of changes.
Blaster.
Gets a high five from Felix Lammers, the new, freshly in charge sports director of German Sevens Rugby.
So Ben Allemann chasing for the ball, but the UK, rather Team GB, securing it. The 1-2 on the outside. He's got pace. Moyne here, but he finally gets caught.
Use it. Offside number 8. Vantage.
Germany scrambled back well, however, still under massive pressure here, just a few meters out from the line.
And this time Clark runs into Ben Ellerden, brought down. And now they're looking to be patient with a nice ball over the top. And that's a corner finish for Team GB. It's not Louis Wells again, I'm sorry, I misjudged there. It's Mitchell Newell this time who dots it down, gets a good pass over the top. Immediately with the conditions turning down, GB starting to play, not looking to kick. And Money with a nice ball over the top.
Yeah.
And Newell runs it in.
He started the whole movement, and ever since he managed his line break, Germany under real pressure, and finally they found the overlap, and Newell runs in. Conversion missed, so just one try in it. And again, GB finds some grass, so the last 2 kickoffs have been successful from their point of view.
Oh, Gleitze throwing a dummy,
Well
everybody
done.
fell for, and then goes all the way. That is outstanding work by Philipp Gleitze.
The
And puts
standing
it
captain.
right under the post. Unbelievable. Fending off the defender, and then that 2-on-1, he throws the dummy, and you can see, I think it was Clark, jumps right in the way of the pass, looking for the intercept, and before you can imagine, Phillips Gleitze going all the way.
20 seconds.
Yeah, and he got the dish from his brother, from his twin brother. The dummy and the pace. Well done. Good effort by the German captain.
Great individual brilliance. Love to see it.
Germany 14 points up now.
The conversion's good as well. So they managed well. It was a 1-score game. It was tight. Germany managed to get another try on the board.
Yeah, disregard what your screen says. It is 26-12, and we're 2 minutes and 12 out.
Timeout.
Ooh. What contact.
Yeah, smart kicking there. It's a difficult ball to handle, especially with the Felix Hufnagel, who comes diving on it as well. He can't quite handle it, so Germany with a knock-on advantage. And now looking to attack. Cedric Eichholz cannot quite control it, gets some pressure. It's brought down, but still Germany in possession here. Unfortunately, referee sees an offense, blows the whistle, so GB now with the penalty, and again looking to boot the ball. And it's a foot race again. And he's seen a German knock-on when he was diving on the ball.
Yeah. Team GB sticking to their guns whenever they have the ball.
Yeah, Bela Zinderman there wins the foot race, but then cannot quite control the ball when he's there. So that kick successful. It's another GB scrum in another direction.
A little bit unfortunate. He was sliding backwards, so I'm not entirely sure it went forward. But decision Germany has to live with. And a very good attacking opportunity for the UK now, for Team GB. Let's see what they can do with it. With about 1 minute and 20 to play.
Moynihan spreads the ball, but it's again good footwork. That's Newell, I think. My apologies, it's Thomas Burton, of course. He shows some good footwork, but Germany win the turnover here. And now looking to spread, get it out is Cedric Eichholz.
Yeah, Cedric Eichholz weighing in there, getting the turnover, and that one is vital with just about 1 minute to play.
Ume again drawing in 2 defenders with the way he carries. And now Lennox Wiese looking for a big carry. It's brought down nicely. Now Zahner with ball in hand switches it up for Felix Hufnagel. No way through for him as well.
A couple of youngsters on for Germany now. As you said, Wiese, Zahner. This is the next generation of German sevens that we're getting to see here.
Use it.
And they're doing well.
And Wiese has swept around the corner and frees Chris Ume. And Ume in space is a dangerous side. Joined 2 defenders, gets the offload away to Wiese on the wraparound. And Gleitzer works well to be there in support. Ume picks it up, draws another defender in. Eichholz moves it. Zahner now under big pressure. Draws the last defender, but unfortunately cannot get the pass away with Hufnagel out the corner. So Hufnagel has to play scrum half. Eichholz tries some trickery here, messes it up. The ball goes forward, and GB with the ball. Referee blows the whistle.
However, that scrum will probably be still played, yes.
Yeah, he blew the whistle right in front, right before the half-time, it's the full-time hooter.
Full-time
right
hooter,
before
yeah.
the full-time hooter.
Yeah, I think he was trying to throw the big dummy there. However, with the ball being as greasy as it is, he ends up knocking it on, and he can have a little bit of a laugh about it himself right now, getting off the pitch.
He had a class tournament, he's allowed to make that mistake.
Especially now that the game is practically won.
So Max Kamholz now on the field.
Also playing for the Heidelberg club, however, a native of RK 03 Berlin, one of the 2 big clubs in Germany's capital.
Let's see GB. They're not looking to put this into a touch. They're not looking to save their energy for match tomorrow. They want another try here. They're not happy with going down against Germany. Looking to spread the ball. It's a good hit.
The hits are still coming in. No love lost between those teams.
Offside number 10.
And now with another penalty, GB attacking again. Wiese with a good tackle. Really good defense that Germany's showing. And good footwork beating Zahner, but then losing the ball on the way. And Hufnagel picks it up, puts it into touch. And here's the next victory for Germany. 26 points to 12. Hufnagel looks very tired. Does not seem too happy. Germany go on to the semi-final with a convincing performance. GB do well. Honestly, it's impressive. They were the first team to put points on Germany this weekend. It did it even twice, so they can be happy with that. They probably won't be, though. I think their ambitions were higher. They were looking to beat Germany, so they'll be disappointed they couldn't manage to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Team GB, one might say a little bit one-dimensional. However, they were successful with it.
Yeah.
Germany were the best team in the group stage, and they managed to turn them a couple times, which makes things obviously not that easy. And yeah, no, in the end, German win. As Felix Hufnagel hoofed it into touch, he did not seem too happy, but I mean, Germany moves on, looking forward to a semi-final against, I think it is Belgium, or who are the possible opponents? Belgium or Georgia? Belgium or Portugal, my bad. Germany will play the winner of Belgium and Portugal.
I like the little pun there. Hooflander hoofed it into touch. Well done, Dennis.
I was waiting for this all game.
As we're prepared to see the next game, it's France versus Spain now. Both teams also been very convincing. Spain. Apologies for this, there is some sound issues, so we have to turn the microphone off. But now we're seeing France and Spain take the field. Spain's already played Germany. They had a tough loss this morning, had a really, really strong performance, a very tight game where they were looking to cancel each other out. Spain unsuccessful on that one, still going on to the quarterfinal. Now playing a France that has been really, really good. It's unbeaten so far, I think, and they've been successful in everything they were doing. Lucas Yandel in charge of this match. Referee from Wales. About to kick off. They have a countdown here in the stadium every match, but before we'll see that, it's going to be an interview now.
So back down pitch side, this time with Chris Ume from the victorious German team. Chris, how does that feel? What's your reaction to that game?
Yeah, we knew under these conditions, it's a wet pitch. They were going to kick a lot. We had to do very hard carries to keep the ball. The wings had to go deep, so we did our game plan. We know the Brits are tough in the contact, but we managed well at the end. Some individual good stuff from some guys, and yeah, good on the Team GB and good from our team. Yeah, minimal mistakes, and that's gonna get you the game.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. You did get the win, and it's not the first time against Great Britain this year. It's started to become a habit. Is it one of the teams that you actually look forward to playing these days?
Not really, because we know they're tough, and yes, we've beaten them sometimes, but we know they're eager to beat us back, so there's a bit of a rivalry there. But yeah, we took the win and we're grateful. Yeah.
And just one more thing, I reckon we can get some more Germans down here to support you guys tomorrow. Do you have a message for the fans?
Yeah, come join us. Hopefully no rain tomorrow, so a lot of sun, and it's going to be a blast. Maybe the finals, we'll see.
But I just wish you the best of luck, Chris. Keep composed and see how far this can go.
Thank you.
Chris Ume has a very nice voice, doesn't he? And as we heard, that France were already successful scoring the first try, missing their conversion, unfortunately. So they're up by 5 points. Nailed on favourites in this game as well, aren't they? What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, the French will be favourites here. Maybe we can get Chris to speak to them in a French accent to make it even sexier. But yeah, French will definitely be favourites, as I say, as Bouhier scoring for France there to put them 5-0 up. Unfortunately, conversion not so good. Just as we get back to the game, get France kicking off with Levron. This should be a good game, no? It's a good matchup. I mean, Spain are no mugs, but I think that the French will outpower them in the end.
Yeah, especially with both teams playing a very nice, similar brand of rugby. They both are able to spread the ball, go wide, but they also both have danger players who are really dangerous in space with ball in hands, looking to draw in defenders, having some footwork, being powerful. So it's an even matchup in terms of playing style. But like you said, I also think the French are in front of this.
Yeah, the French are a little more experienced. They've brought a strong squad, and as we were speaking to the Spanish coaches, they were telling us they've brought very much a development team with a couple of experienced players in there. So they didn't have high expectations. They wanted the quarters, you know, they liked the semis and the final, obviously. But it's a development team, and they are developing, and they'll get a lot of experience out of playing against this French team. But let's not write them off just yet. Let's wait and see how it goes with the slippery ground and the wet conditions. This ball could end up anywhere.
Yeah, now they're on the wing, now they're attacking. They did well to move the ball, got some go forward, had the ball at an edge, and now looking to go all the way to the other side. Give it early to the last man out on the wing, who's Uria, and Uria attacks the line hard. Yeah, they like to play wide here. The rain is cleared up, by the way. The ball's not as slippery, probably, It's a little better conditions to play a rugby style they're playing right now. And Lopez Haro just puts it in behind, puts a little kick in, so we'll get a French line out pretty much on their 10.
Yeah, as you said, they were going side to side there, and then for some reason they kicked the ball away. I'm not really sure what the thought process was there, or just a poor kick. Putting the ball on the ground obviously makes it a bit wet, a bit slippery, but as you said, from the sidelines they have the handtuch, the towels on the sidelines here, so that dries it off, but we don't want it touching the ground too much, as there's an overthrow from the French line-out. However, they cleared it up and then have given a penalty back.
Yeah, seems like you did him wrong, hey? France messed up the line-out, and Spain got the turnover and immediately back into position, and now kick for a touch and get even more territory in this.
I like their tactic if that's what they were doing, so well played to Spain for that one as they get the line out again. As they're right in front of us and we actually see the size of these guys. There's some big units there, Robbie. You fancy playing against one or two of these?
Yeah, I'd take on all of them. No problem there. Oh, that line-out's unfortunately skew. So France now with another opportunity to attack, but mess up the handling. So again, Spain taking the ball. To get back to your point, Andy, obviously very scary guys, big guys, athletic guys as well.
Yeah, they definitely are, but that line out, I've seen straighter donuts. Yeah, the ball's been handed back over to the French. They're going to launch from here, hopefully.
Ah, it's a Spanish.
Sorry for the Spanish, apologies, my languages got mixed up there.
Still thinking about donuts, aren't you?
Still donuts, exactly, as Spain get the feed here. However, an early push there gives them the opportunity to either take the scrum again, which I would expect that they do, and we're seeing that that's exactly what they're doing. They like to open up the field both sides. I think you mentioned it at the very start of the commentary, side to side. Spain play a very similar way to France, where they do try to open up. Certainly in the more experienced teams, that's how the French, the Spanish teams, that's how they play in that similar French role. And then just wait for those gaps to open up when the defense is spread, as we see the feed go in, coming back against the grain. A little bit messy, just a bit of backwards and forwards.
It's a nice reload by the Spanish players off the ball there as the ball's moved with wide passes. Players immediately get back into position in case there comes a switch of direction, which comes. And now the attack on the shoulder with the dummy. Ooh, this is great feed, great power to stay on their feet, but then an offload skew. And again, there's another lost ball. It's 2 turnovers within one phase. It's a really impressive game in terms of what is happening. Can never see what's coming. There's a lot of plot twists. And now Spain looking to pick up the base, getting a bit more composure in. And now spreading the ball again, going side to side as they were before. Uria has a go at the line, is brought down, both secure. And again, looking to move the ball.
There's no real control at the moment there from Spain. I agree with what you said. The reload was coming, but they keep changing direction. And when you change direction, you don't give your fellow players time to reload even further. We need them to come on at pace and be able to knock the defense back so they can then get some go-forward ball. At the moment, they seem to change direction just too much, not quite as side to side as we'd like to see. I'd like them to hit that 15-meter line and try and even go a little bit further, as we see France receiving the ball here from the scrum. Let's see if they can get it out into the channels.
France looking to play. They don't want to put it to touch. They think there's more to get in this first half. So moving the ball, and that's a danger man they have outside there. That's Jordan Sefu. This time not successful. France again looking to move the ball. Now looking to change the side as well. And here's space outside now. And Jordan Sefu again with pace in the wide channel, beating one defender, beats a second. And now, does the thing that good teammates do, and even hands the ball to Alexis Levrand. Alexis Levrand dots it down in the corner. Great team play, great individual brilliance before. And then by Jordan Sefu beating 2 defenders, and then making his 80% try to 100% try by handing it on to Alexis Levrand.
Yeah, that was some lovely play, just giving the ball to his teammate here, just with a no-look pass, just to pop it up as he gets past the first and then the second defender. It's just a little pop out the back there for Alexis Levron to stroll on in and put an extra score on to make it 12-0 to France. And then we see the conversion go over as well, just to add the extra 2 points. Let's listen in to see what the teams have got to say at half-time.
Petit détail, en défense on est très bien. Vous avez vu, on peut récupérer des ballons dans les rucks. Juste pas tous les rucks, les bons signaux. Plaquage off, ok, plaquage short, là c'est feu. Sinon on fait la ligne, on monte. Ok, il faut que décrocher un T. L'intérieur, faut qu'il bosse fort. Ok, il faut qu'il bosse fort. Et en attaque, oh, gardons ces ballons. Vous avez vu, on fait une fois large, ça break. On touche le 7, fort dans les couloirs et on déplace.
Très bien, il a tout dit. Premier ballon de la deuxième mi-temps.
Si empezamos en la banda, pizza para adentro, perdemos tanto el apoyo del C2 como el de C1, porque estamos todos pasados. Entonces, si somos iguales o menos, fuerte a chocar y ya enseñamos
un
el
pisotón y entramos fuerte. Tenéis ciegos. Hemos sacado uno aquí, si hacemos eso, una abierta y abrimos al otro lado toda hostia. No nos rifamos, ¿vale? Estamos, chicos, lo podemos hacer. Confiar en vosotros.
Vamos,
se puede.
Vamos a conservar nuestras bolas, les estamos haciendo daño.
Están cansados de cojones, hay que darles.
1, 2, 3.
¿Va bien o qué? ¿Cómo lo veis?
So team talks over and done with. Players getting back on the field, ready to rock and roll. 12-0 is the score to France. It feels like they have the ascendancy, but nothing's for granted here. Spain have the ability to come back again. 2 scores is all it's going to take. Let's see if they can get into the game from the kickoff with a good high kickoff. And they certainly get the height on the kickoff. However, France managed to gather the ball, move it out to the middle of the field.
Never on the ball.
Set up the ruck again and bring it back against the grain. Hitting this 5-meter channel. Good speed. Let's see if we can get it out into the wider channels again. Once again, they bring it back into the same side, 5-meter channel. Lovely little breakthrough from Le Famond. Le Famond almost there, 3 meters to go. Good support from his player. Oh. Referee says play on as they move it out to the outsides. One more pass should do it. And there we go, another French try. And that one, that dot down, takes them up to 17-0, or is there something the referee's wanting to look at? The referee's seen something. I'm not sure if you saw anything there, Robbie.
Yes.
I was just getting some information in from our inside man from the Spanish team. He was telling me some insights. I wasn't paying attention too much, to be honest.
No problem at all, but Reggie Ombe not getting his try there, being pulled back. Looks as if it might have been a forward pass. I haven't seen the referee's hand signals. We're getting a couple of reruns, but let's have a little look here.
White 19. Good, good.
Unfortunately, hey, it's a nice finish.
It is a very nice dive at the end there as well, but it's getting scored off and we go back to 12-0. It's a scrum in their own 22 to Spain. They'll be looking to get this ball away from contact quickly. As they said at half-time, it's a bit of a mousse. Let's get the ball away. Let's put some speed on it. Get it to these outside players, see what they've got.
And they do have some very dangerous players. I'm sure Spain have the individual brilliance and the skill set to cause some trouble here. However, they cannot do it with passes like this. Balls on the floor. This is really hard to defend now. Spain having the scrum right on the 5 in front of the try line. Right in the middle with a lot of options to attack. And we know how dangerous they are. Jordan Safo has showed it. He can beat 2-3 defenders in one run. So this is a situation they will very likely score from. as also Stefan Pares takes the field. The legend of French sevens rugby, or even sevens rugby in general, Olympic gold medalist. He's one of the most respected and best players in that French setup, and now on the field.
Yeah, we would expect France to score from here as they go round to the right-hand side. 2 passes, should be in the corner. And they are in the corner.
Yeah, like we said, Jordan Seffo, just so dangerous. No problem for him. One fend-off, beats the defender, and balls in the corner.
Yeah, quite a simple move at the end of the day, wasn't it? There was no real pressure put on them in defence. The defence was very passive. They needed to be aggressive there. And there was no way that Pauwes Rojo was going to get to him after, unfortunately, he made the mistake, or the pass that was given to him made him make the mistake to give France that scrum, as we see the conversion just drifting wide. 17-0 to France. They seem in control of this game just now, Robbie. They seem like they are going to be the team to beat.
Yeah, it looks that way. They had a convincing group stage, they were unbeaten there, and now a very convincing victory over Spain, who are yet to score their first point on this Saturday. They haven't managed to put a point on Germany, so they will be looking to score some tries here, but as of now, I don't see that happening. France's defense and attack just too dominant. Now winning a counteract turnover, spreading the ball, and again the ball's in the wide channel. And he's slipping out of tackles. Josely Boyer, that is. Really good carry, gets go forward. And France again in Spain's 22, very close to the try line. Paris has a go at the line, but this is going to be a turnover to Spain. No, the referee sees it differently than I do. He said the tackle has not released the ball. So if that is correct, that is a correct decision. It's a deserved penalty to France then. And they're taking the scrum from a similar position as they scored their last try. It's not as close to the try line, but still 7 meters out. This is a good platform for that, and I expect them to score another try here.
Yeah, a little harsh decision, I think, against Spain there. However, it is what it is. So ist das Leben, as they say in German.
Okay, time
That's
on.
life.
Crutch. Boy. Set. Hold.
Scrum time. France, same position as the last time. Can they get it into that wide channel? Do they go the same way? Looks like they do. Slightly different move this time. Good defense this time by Pauwes Rojo. As we see the big wide pass coming out to the outside there. Has he made it in? The touch flag is not raised. So Diego Miranda has put the nice little score in the corner for the French to take it up to 22-0.
That's a great pass. Hey, look at that. Move the ball, and then a couple of steps at the line. Sees the winger shooting up, so puts the skip pass on. And Miranda, it's a close foot race, but in the end has the pace to dot the ball down. Canepa Mendo makes a great effort, makes a good tackle on him, but it's not enough. Miranda over the try line.
Yeah, Pares just not quite got the boot on that ball to get it over, just a little bit short, but as we said, France are quite dominant just now. They don't look like they've come out of second gear at the moment in some phases. Kick off a little longer than they wanted maybe. However, it puts Spain under pressure to run it back, and defense is strong. Counter ruck comes in, but just too late. As Spain move it to the outside channels again, some lovely slick handling. However, the French are up for it in defense. And the ball gets whipped into touch. Looks like it came off a Spanish foot, so it will be a French line out.
Yeah, time up. Off for me, okay, you're still off the floor. Time off. You go, medic, just to wipe the nose. All good? Okay, time on. Yeah, let's go. Tackle release! Knee on the ground.
So France win that line out. They've got the ascendancy again, going a bit of go forward, a little bit of a high pass. However, they take it into contact, pump the legs, give enough time for the support players to get there. Good counter by Spain, not giving them any time on that ball. But still the French have control of it as they put the little grubber kick through to the outside. Lovely little play there. I haven't seen who scored that. I have a feeling it's De La Mare. Looks like it was De La Mare, but lovely little left-footed kick. Just bounces up beautifully into his hands. Spanish defence wasn't quite there, not quite quick enough.
Yeah.
Lovely play.
Great piece of play, hey, with that kick, the chase, everything about it is just good. And the conversion, not successful, hitting the post, but that marks the end of that match. France with a very, very convincing victory here. They were the favorites, and they have shown why they are. Big victory for them, not letting Spain into this game. 27 points to none. France go on to the semis.
Yeah, as you said, convincing win. They'll be the team to beat for just now, that's for sure. It'll be an interesting little semi-final that'll come up there. We'll see how that goes. They will play the winner of this next game, I believe, which is Georgia v Italy. Remembering that Italy got to the final last year against France. And the French nicked that one in the end. So if that's the occasion this year, that would be very interesting from a Hamburg point of view. But we'll take a couple of minutes before we see that Georgia-Italy game start.
Back to the action. One quarter-final's over and the second one gets ready to start. It's Italy against Georgia. Georgia playing in maroon from left to right, Italy playing in blue from right to left. And we're off. Italy attacking from deep, breaking one tackle, driving through the second, staying big. But unfortunately not keeping control of the ball, and Georgia do come out with it on this occasion. And they get the penalty, taking it quickly, stepping, evading, looking for a gap, getting the ball free. Number 99 with a backhand pass, back in field. And the Italian defence aggressive, but just falling off a couple of tackles. Kevkishvili with the first points of this quarter-final. Georgia take the lead. They've won all the games up to now. And the captain Sozo Matiashvili telling us it's the first time, and he's been around since 2014 in the series, it's the first time they've won all their games in the opening 2 days.
Yeah, that was a lovely little steal from Archkvatse to get the ball back for that Georgian attack, and they slick hands got it out into the hands of Kevkishvili, who go under for that first score of the day. This Georgia team obviously are looking to get to the final. That's what they're looking to do. They've made no bones about it. Yeah. They're just ticking off the boxes, get out of the group stages, get to the quarterfinals, get to the semis, get to the final. So this is just the next phase of their plan.
Yeah, and the big challenge awaits for the winner of this game. They will play France in the semi-final. And that is the biggest challenge in Europe right now. So Georgia back in attack. controlling the ball well and making slow progress up the park, challenging this Italian defence, making them work really hard. That was played on the floor. Played on the floor by the Georgian.
That's the first penalty. I know it's not like you kick him in the back, so that's a yellow card.
I was just looking at the footwork there from the number 4 there, Modabace. I haven't really watched him or seen him much in this tournament so far. He's quite short, but what a sidestep he's got. Look at his feetwork here, off to the side, stays there, gets the opportunity, places the ball back. Silly little end to it, but at the same time, loved his feetwork and I loved his placement just before we saw that that rerun. But let's see if he's got a bit more in him as he gets to feed the scrum this time.
Yeah, and the Italians picking up a yellow card there. Didn't quite see the offence myself, but they are down to 6 players, so Georgia with the man advantage and looking to attack the space and the width. Oh, a good hit coming in there in the centres.
Yeah, never released.
But there's no release before they counter ruck, so Georgia once more with a penalty and the try. It's the same man, it's him again, Kevkishvili. And that extends the lead to 10 points with the conversion still to come. There we see that big hit in the centres, but there's clearly no release there. Tapping quickly, moving the ball simply, draw and pass into space, and it's an easy dot down in the corner.
Yeah, I really like that speed of thought there, and as Babunashvili, who was looking at the referee, talking to the referee the whole time, saying he wants to play, make sure the referee's looking at him. It was a tap, a go, and 2 passes, ball in hand to Kevkishvili, and over for the score. He scored a few this weekend. He scored a couple of cracking ones down that outside channel. He's got a bit of speed there. Those wheels are working. That's putting Georgia in a strong position, 10-0, no conversions going over, unfortunately. But they are in a strong position, they're looking good, they look controlled, and the Italians are no mugs either.
Yeah, another good kick-off there from Babunashvili. And Italy looking to mount an attack for the first time in this game and pick up some points of their own. And they're off. A good, powerful carry. He releases and picks himself before going down and presenting a nice long presentation. Good work on the floor from Italy. And they put boot to ball, backing the speed. And Georgia working back hard, the big man, number 15, Kvirikashvili. Showing good pace, good work rate, and he's earned them the penalty.
Yeah, good work there from Kvirikashvili. I'll pronounce it the way I pronounce it, not the best, I apologize, but he worked really hard to get there, got the turnover, and look at them, they're on the run again. They don't want to hang around. Great hands, great support work. Italians working hard to get back in defense, but Georgia are on the attack. They're going at pace. Little chip through. He's managed to recover. Oh, a little basketball pass in there, not quite good enough, as we see the Italians mounting another attack.
Yeah, Italy doing well to deal with that situation. A little bit of luck maybe with that pass going astray from Georgia. Oh, and playing the ball on the ground. Georgia keep the pressure on here through the penalty.
Yeah, with this one-man advantage, I suspect we'll see a scrum and we'll see a score coming in for Georgia. The Italians there just throwing the ball away too late. There we go, you see them pushing it back when it's already on the ground. Oh, they've gone tap and go. That was just a bit silly from Georgia there. They had the opportunity with the one-man overlap.
Yeah, but Italy now with the opportunity. They have a little unforced error of their own, so Georgia get a second bite of the cherry here.
Exactly, yeah. We're seeing the Italian coach on the sidelines just having a chat with one of the Rugby Europe overseers. Obviously not happy with a couple of things that have happened, however, just got to get on. Let's play the rugby. Let's not worry about the politics of that side there.
Yeah, there's always a lot going on around the pitch as well. Emotions are high. We're in the business end of the competition now, towards the end of day 2. It's the cup quarter-final. And emotions are high, and Georgia get the 3rd try of the game. That's your man you were talking about, Modibadze, picking up from the base of the scrum and going over. Now, they could have done that 2 phases earlier, couldn't they, if they'd taken the scrum from the original penalty?
Yeah, exactly. I'm still not sure when they tap and go and the Italians were set was not so good, but yeah, look at the speed just from the takeoff there from Modibadze. Just speed is really good. That's international scrum half standard. Putting the pace on, got the Italians on the back foot, even scored under the post to make the conversion easier. It's 17-0 as we heard the half-time hooter go. However, it was just before the kick. So we'll get another kick-off from Georgia. Let's see if Italy decide they want to run it, if they can gather it.
Good to see that the future of Georgian Sevens rugby is in good hands with Modibadze.
No 10.
And Italy with the free kick in the middle of the pitch. They take it quickly and they're off. The first opportunity to really mount some pressure in this game. They must look after the ball a little bit better. And it's a promising start to this attack. Good ball retention. And they go down the blind side. Maybe slightly naive there for Ndombe Lobby. He backed himself and it's just not quite worked out on this time, so that Italian attack fizzles out and we see half-time scoreline of 17-0 for Georgia.
Yeah, maybe not quite the right idea from Ndombe Lobby just there. It might have been a better idea just to keep the ball in hand after the big fella. Inza Dene had just created an opportunity with a bit of go forward. However, it is what it is, and we go into half-time. 17-0 up for Georgia. We'll listen in to the team talks.
Abbiamo preso solo una meta in 6, ok? E abbiamo lasciato sul campo un po' di minchiate. Un calcio di punizione perché non lo lasciamo e poi mettiamo le mani. Un calcio di punizione per un placcaggio e non rotoliamo via. Un calcio di punizione perché avanti un placcaggio e mettiamo le mani. Ci stiamo mettendo in difficoltà così. Vogliamo fare di più di quello che abbiamo detto di fare. Ci siete o no? Allora, troviamo
მნიშვნელოვანი რაგში როცა არ ვთამაშობთ, უპირატესობას ვერ გვიკეთებენ. რაგში არ ვითამაშოთ, გავიშალოთ და სულ არ მეტი პროსტა ფეხს ხმარობენ და ყურადღება მიაქციოთ და ეხა მთავარი რაც იქნება ამ ტაიმის დასაწყისში, დაწყებას თუ მივიღებთ და დავიჭერთ და ჩვენი იქნება ბურთი, ჩათვალე ეს თამაში ნახევრად გაატეხილი გვაქვს. ბიჭებო, პირველი კაკაო და ნოქა.
So a few highlights from that first half. A good, powerful run, getting things off the mark through Kekiashvili. And he popped up for his second try of the fixture, not long afterwards, dotting down in the corner, before the wee man, Modibadze, got one of his own.
Let's go!
They were the 3 tries of the first half, and Georgia in full control. And I alluded to it before, good to see that the future Georgian rugby is in good hands with Modibadze at scrum half. That comment was based around the idea that Sozo Matiashvili, the captain of this team who's been around since 2014, might be looking towards retirement at some point, and be very grateful to have a young man like that to take his place.
There's no way that man's retiring. He's been around and he will be around for a long time yet. As we get second half underway, it's Italy to kick off through Krusel.
Whoa, a huge hit going in. I think that was Lai.
I'm sure we'll see that one again on the replay. They'll be loving that in the replay room. It rises high.
And look at this from Christian Lai, the perfect position in the contact, getting under the ball, getting under the centre of gravity of his opponent and driving up and forward.
Yeah, beautiful tackle. Didn't lift his legs above the horizontal, so beautifully executed and beautifully and safe as well. As we see Georgia break out once more.
Good timing! No,
putting boot to ball. Unfortunately, just got tackled as he was kicking, so perfect in the eagle. Good work from Italy. 3-4 players back behind the ball. They've worked really hard to get there.
Yeah, and unfortunately on that kick, it wasn't communicated desperately well, so the winger wasn't prepared to chase either. But the defence is well organised. Daney again with a good, powerful surge upfield. And that ball wasn't quite out yet, so a little bit overly eager. And that'll cost a penalty for his team. That was Zinladze conceding the penalty. Italy are off with the kick, with the chase. He's got the pace, he's got the footballing skills, and he's got the touchdown. First try in the quarter-final for Italy through Brizuela.
Yeah, great footballing skills from Brizuela here as he kicks on through. Much better than an Italian soccer team who didn't make it to the World Cup, unfortunately. Might have been better if they had this guy in their team, but yeah, good vision there to see the space in behind. The Georgian team had already pushed up from the previous move, so big space in behind as they tapped and went from that penalty that was given away, silly penalty as well. So they capitalised on that, so well played, Italy.
Yeah, and there we see the difference in the kicking game. So Georgia a little bit wasting possession with theirs, and Italy converting it to points.
Never on the ball.
Pressure on the kick-off, but Georgia fielded it well. Hitting it up in the midfield with a big, powerful run and leg drive.
Yeah, good support from Georgia there to produce quick ball and get it out wide again. Some lovely dancing feet work.
Move to.
And another great step. Georgia making good progress here, looking dangerous. It's a pick and go once again. It's your number one, it's Kekishvili. He's got 2 already today.
You got help, you need to release the ball. Leave the ball.
But this time conceding the penalty. Christian Lai takes a tap, kicks once more. He's backing his pace. We know all about him. And he does get his hands on the ball, but there's no support, or it's not coming quick enough. And Georgia on the rampage. A lovely, well-weighted grubber just dribbles out with the camber of the pitch over the touchline.
Yeah, there's a lovely little one-handed pass in there to hit the ball out there. We see it there. The ball just getting placed out the back from Rekvishvili. Entschuldigung. Sorry about that. Going out the back there to our young player, Moribachi, who unfortunately couldn't get that second hit in and gather it for a score. Ball pops into touch for an Italian line-out.
Yeah, slightly unfortunate there. It was a nicely weighted grubber kick. Millimeter stuff here. Georgia, Italy, with a good line out, rising really high to claim that, and full stretch. And building the phases. Out to the wing. Ndombe Lobe. Able to keep the ball in play and secure possession. And the Georgian defence looking very well organised. And Italy going from side to side, looking for gaps or an opportunity to strike, but there's not much going. The Georgians aren't looking to show any weakness. It's a 10-point lead, so Italy requiring 2 scores.
Off the leg! Leave it, babe.
And it's a penalty for Italy. The Georgian jackler going off his feet and playing the ball on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. That's silly. They did really well to stay patient there in defence there. The Italians did well, moving the ball side to side, weren't really going anywhere. Never got out their 22. Georgia were holding steady. They're just keeping their flat line, and then silly thing to do to play the ball on the ground, giving an easy out for Italy and a little rest as we see them dancing and singing through there. It's Scalabrin just going through as he's handed it off to the cap-wearing Francesco Cruzo. who goes under the post, bringing the score to 17-12 with a simple conversion, hopefully to make it 17-14. All to play for, and only 1.5 minutes left to go.
Which in sevens is all the time in the world when you're talking about a one-score deficit. Even, I'm just going to speculate here, even a drop goal from a penalty could level the game. That's big speculation, of course, but just to cover all eventualities. And while Italy was scoring that try, we did see a change for Georgia. Number 4, the young lad, Modibadze, has left the pitch, being replaced by Matiashvili. So a lot of experience on now for the dying moments. 1 minute left on the clock, Andy.
Yeah, bring that experience on for the last period of time, just to calm things down, get things into perspective. Don't do anything silly here. Keep the ball in hand as much as possible. They've only got a minute to play. They just need to hold on to that ball. When they take contact, make sure the support is there. No need to throw any silly passes. Just keep all poor hands from Matiashvili there.
Yeah, but he really gathers well, and he's so cool and composed. It just doesn't faze him. He's seen it all over the years. And his teammates rally around him to secure that ball. Look, they're all in one area of the pitch. Oh, but they do cough it up here. That gives Italy the chance to go the length. And if he can get that ball away, he does. And Ndombe Lobe gets a hands free as well. And it is a try. Cazul of Italy, Francesco Cazul, with the points that could seal the deal. Italy take the lead in the dying moments of the game. Conversion still to come. That'll eat up the rest of the time.
Yeah, I think this will eat up the time. I think that's Italy going through. I think they're clever enough to just run this clock down until they take that kick, as we hear the hooter going. Cruzel, 2 tries in the last 2 minutes. The Italians going a little bit crazy there. You do have to feel a little sorry for the Georgians, who did really well. However, Italy played so well. I have to say, they deserved that.
It takes a lot of character to turn the game. You're 17 points behind. That's a big deficit, and they've done it today. So Italy progress to the semi-finals, where they will face France tomorrow. And we continue with the Cup quarter-finals now with Belgium against Portugal, and the winner of that game then going on to face Germany tomorrow.
So, our last quarterfinal today will be Belgium-Portugal. I'm here with Robert, and I think we're in for a treat if this continues, because, to be quite honest, all of the quarterfinals so far have been very exciting. So we are looking for the next opponent of the hometown boys, Germany. Belgium playing in red, the Portuguese also in their away strip, white with green trimmings and green shorts.
Yeah, man, what a comeback that was just now. Hey, Italy, really impressive. Comeback kings, they came back yesterday once as well against Lithuania. And now that unbelievable comeback, they showed up against Georgia.
Yeah, the Georgians will be biting themselves.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear from them when Andy's going to interview them now soon. But before we hear that, we take a look at the Belgium huddle. Belgium against Portugal, also 2 teams been very convincingly in the group stage. They both showed a lot of promise. I'm a big fan of Lali off the Belgium side. I think he's a great player. I'm also a big fan of Ryan Gottsmark, so there's a lot of potential in this Belgium team. They're one of my favorites. And let's see what Portugal has to offer against them. Referee Julian Noster from Germany. It's more or less a home game from him. He's based down in Hanover, 2 hours away from here. And now we can hear what the Italians have to say about that game.
So, Francesco, you like to leave things to the last minute. How was that game for you?
Yes, Andy, it was very tough today. We know already Georgia, we faced against them like several times in the European Championship and other championship to prepare this tournament. And they're always like a tough team. We know also on the 15th, but the 7 as well. Their mental strength is incredible. They got very individual players, so obviously a tough matchup against them.
Yeah, and from a personal point of view, 2 tries, obviously scored the winning try as well. How do the team gel after this? How are they going to get together? Because you're the individual scoring the tries. We want the whole team playing, don't we?
Yeah, it's true. We have 13 individuals, but all these individuals make a great team, and that we like to call a family because everybody like suffer for the teammate. So we know doesn't matter who's gonna start. The guys that they're gonna finish the game, they have like to put the standards even higher than the one that starts, and that was in this game we saw it.
And the last time, there's a few Italians in the crowd that have been cheering you on, but do you have a message for your supporters back home?
No, it's incredible to have supporters over here in Hamburg. Also the little guy, I can't remember his name, but he's phenomenal. He's always like looking for us, asking for autograph. I don't know how many he has. He probably has 50 because all the last 3 years he always asks for autograph. But it's incredible to have all this support. And from the guys at home, thank you for watching. Thank you for support the Sevens. And we look for tomorrow. We're waiting for you.
Congratulations on the win today. Good luck tomorrow in the semi-finals. Thank you, Francesco.
Yeah, great to see Italians enjoying themselves. And I mean, right here, off to a very intensive start. However, both teams with some promising possession. However, little errors creeping in and no score so far.
Yeah, man, I've been talking so much about Belgium and Portugal. I put the foot on the gas, haven't they? They've been attacking really well, just unlucky there in the end, not scoring. And now we have a scrum. Belgium with the first opportunity for them to attack. Ryan Gottsmark playing at 4. I think that's unusual. He's usually positioned more in the midfield, but wins a penalty. And it seems like he's looking to kick to touch it.
Yeah, I was going to say, not an enviable position to be in, scrum on your own 22 in these conditions. However, Portugal doing them a favor by giving away the penalty, so an easy exit for the Belgians.
We've been talking a lot about the conditions. If you just tuned in, it's pouring rain all day here in Hamburg. We had 1 or 2 games where the sky cleared up, but all in all, it was a really rainy day, and it's raining right now as well. So the ball's wet, the floor's wet. It's really tough conditions to have some good handling with wide passes or anything. So don't expect a too flashy game. On the other hand, this is a too skillful team. We'll see what they make of it. But now, Portugal steal the line out and attack again with some space, penetrating the line, looking to go forward. Now brought down an attacker, but managing to offload.
Ooh, we might see a card here.
Yeah, and this is going to be a yellow card. Julian Nosta, given the penalty, showing the yellow card. So Portugal, mate, I've been talking about Belgium, but Portugal's been proving me wrong. They've been the dominant team so far. They've attacked with a lot of intent. They attacked the line with intent, and now they're even 7 on 6. So probably I expect them to score at least 1 try in this first half. And we'll see what they'll do with this penalty. They've opted for a scrum.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to defend for the Belgians. A man down.
It's a really hard position to defend. Hey, you're a man down in the middle of the field. They do a little switch play. The number 5 is switched around, and now he frees Kamara on the wing. Scramble defense by Belgium, does well to get him down. But again, Portugal off the base of the ruck. Next, Maximilian Kutz. He's a really good player. I like him a lot. He did a lot of good things this weekend. And here he goes with the first try of the match. Picks off the ruck. Belgium too worried about the guys on the outside. Lose track of him. Kutz picks the ball, takes 2 steps to the side, and then straightens up, goes over the try line.
Yeah, Belgium was struggling to contain the attack, needed several tacklers, and then, yeah, that could have been defended better. Belgium's number 2, Marius de Hoest, over pushing and very vulnerable for the step back inside, getting caught. So actually the rain is a lot lighter than it was earlier, so conditions a little bit improved. However, Portugal opt for the deep kick, which is probably a good idea in these conditions, and straight away the error. If you're Belgium, you'd be frustrated right now, giving away possession just in front of their own in goal. So how are they going to defend that one?
Yeah, Martin Mariani had a good tournament so far. He gets unlucky there. It's tough to control the ball that's bouncing all over the floor, and he does not get it clean. He knocks it on a little, and this is again a really tough position to defend. They'll leave the scrum half out, so they have 3 players here. Portugal with a split setup, 2 players on the right side, 1 player on the left, and they go to that right side, attacking the ball. Kutz freeing the man on the outside. That's Vasco Macamara, and he goes over for Portugal's second try. I have done Portugal wrong. I was talking about Belgium. I thought they were the favorite team, but Portugal proved me absolutely wrong. 2 tries, 2 very nice tries, 12 points up.
Very much commanding position. However, given the previous match we've seen, you can't take anything for granted in this game. Italy coming back from 17 points down, so Belgium under pressure, however, far from out.
Yeah, we do know Belgium have some dangerous players. And it's a game of 7s after all. Quite tries happen so quickly, it just takes 1 line break to score a try. So yeah, this game's wide open. Still, however, Portugal so far the team in charge.
Yeah. However, Belgium does have a lot of experience on the bench. Most of all, Julien Berger, who has led both 7s and 15 teams of Belgium as the captain, and he will probably have his cameo later on in this match. However, possession with Portugal.
Oh, now Kutz chasing that grabber kick, trying to hack it on. It goes off the foot, not cleanly, and then Costa kicks it. No, I'm sorry, Costa, of course, is the Portuguese number 2. It was someone else who hacked it into touch. It was Marius de Hoest, who then hacked it into touch off the boot, so this will be a Portuguese scrum right in front of the try line. And we see them score twice off scrums this close. Dennis, do you think they're going to do it again?
Yeah, I think Belgium will be worried about the blind side, so they're going to have to defend that, which on the other hand will leave a lot of space out on the open. See whether, yeah, an easy draw and pass, and number 6, Vasco Camara, is under the sticks.
Yeah, it's so tough to defend there. You see Belgium, they released the hooker early. The hooker was worried about the blind side, so they can have defending, so they can defend the open side, but then they wrap around. That takes in the first defender, second defender, still looking on the wing, and so there's space in the middle that opens up, and they go right through. And Vasco Camara, he's a good game so far, and he gets the second try in this match.
So Portugal actually waiting for the hooter, so we go into halftime, and with a commanding 19-0 lead.
Yeah, and then it's not just the yellow card. Portugal's absolutely the team in charge here. They're playing much better. They're very dominant. Belgium not really getting any opportunity. Portugal absolutely dominating every aspect of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen games so far where there's been a massive turnaround in the fortunes of the 2 teams. However, it will be an uphill battle for the Belgians. Let's listen in.
Easy, give me some energy. Everyone's flat out there. We look so fucking tired. No one's chasing back kicks. When you watch the video, tonight, when you watch this game, you're going to be embarrassed. Make it right. You still got 7 minutes. Make it right, okay? Those guys on the bench give me energy, okay? Substitutions. Irvin, you go on at prop. Gas, you come off, you go on the wing for me, okay? Listen, yeah.
Os gajos não marcam, ainda não defendemos. Temos que pôr defesa. Como temos vindo a estar nos sítios. Saímos, os gajos vão tentar, eles agora, a pressão toda ao lado deles. Ok? Vão tentar tudo. Quanto mais tentam, mais erros vão sair. Portanto, calma. É calma, intensidade quando temos que pôr a placagem. Ok? Martins, já vemos se vamos comprido ou se vamos curto. Calma. Agora, vemos como eles se puserem.
Belgian coach, South African national, Jeffrey Ian Williams, quite harsh, telling his players that they'll be embarrassed once they watch back. I wouldn't be as hard, to be honest. However, I think he's trying to get a reaction from his team in the second half. Let's see whether he'll be successful. What do you think? Do they have a chance to come back into this game?
Right, it's a game of 7s. It can happen really quickly. 3 tries can be scored in such quick time. So yeah, there definitely is a chance. We know how good the Belgium side can be. I was surprised. My Portuguese not the best, so I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. But the Portuguese coach That is Fredisco Sousa. He seemed very emotional. He had a big speech to say, so I reckon he told his team to keep the foot on the throat and kept attacking hard, playing the same way and not taking anything down. But Belgium, they do look a little more energetic, don't you think?
Yeah. With the knife between their teeth, which does not always help, but they definitely need some energy in order to make something happen here. I mean, they're making the gain line, which first off you didn't really see. However, they're still deep inside the 22. First half break by
Marene was that?
Yeah, number 8. However, still a little far way out.
And Muric with a good carry off the base as well, and now they're looking to spread it. Ryan Gottsmark changes direction, good feet, and then looking for a dummy switch, but no one to switch, so it's easily to read for the Portuguese player. He tries to get the turnover, but not supporting his body weight is what Julian Noster says. So Belgium with a quick penalty, losing his footing on the step, therefore brought down quite easily by the Portuguese defense.
Yeah, usually Theo Adaba is one of the better Belgian ball carriers. However, with the underfoot conditions being very moist, he lost his footing. Not quite sure. They might have been a good idea to take the pace a little bit out, go for the line out, go for the set piece. However, they have another chance, and they do tap again. So maybe they back their fitness. However, little errors creeping in does not help their cause.
Looks like they do. Hey, if you don't count the penalties, this passage of ball in play is really long, as every penalty has been taken quickly. I don't think we had a stop since halftime, so it's almost 2 minutes since these players played, and we get the first halfback by Muric, but this will be another penalty again against Portugal.
That is a
I think a hands on the right is what he called. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's a harsh call, to be honest, because the Belgian forward Gopsmack, he got quite isolated there. Not quite sure what the penalty was for.
I did not see the signal Jan Oster was showing, so it's hard to judge on this.
Maybe not coming in properly through the gate.
It's two things. Hey, not coming through the gate, and Jules has his hands on the floor before he gets to the ball. So I see how this is a penalty against Portugal. Good vision by Julian Oster. But yeah, I see what you mean. This could have been the other way around. Gottsmark's isolated, there's no one to support him. So they do get lucky on this one.
Yeah, and got a little bit hurt in that collision. Running repairs. Maybe a bit on the nose, but he doesn't just look like a tough fella, he's one.
Yeah, now we get the first real break of the second half. So 2 minutes of ball and play time. It's a very long time. This will have an effect on the later half. Hey, all of these players are pumping. So it makes sense. Both coaches bringing subs on now. Couldn't quite see who it is as it was in the picture. Very close, very shortly. But we'll see how it goes from here. Gottsmark with the tap and go.
Yeah, time for Belgium to score.
Nice footwork. Lally now on the ball. He's an absolute danger man. Jaws in eyes and then plays the ball over the ball. Could argue there was a hand in it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
you're
not
also
sure.
given the advantage, so it's probably right. And now Gottsmark again with ball in hand. And there's a Portuguese player shooting up, but the defense is doing well to cover that up. Gottsmark's under pressure. Oh, this is a great regather of the ball by Theo Adaba, and then he's taken in the air. So it's another penalty to Belgium.
And they really don't back their set piece. They're one of the few teams that does not take the scrum at the penalty here. And
Portugal as well to get 10 meters there, hey? They were waiting with the hit. And Lali again, the danger man, carrying it into contact. And now Portugal on the back foot. You see this player still retrieving, so there's probably space outside to attack. But with the ball not coming out clean, Gottsman has a little less time on the ball than he'd wish to do.
Yeah,
Adaba has a big go on the line. Yeah, then sorry, you go on.
Yeah, no. Adaba uses very good ball carrier, but Portugal deals with him, gets him to the ground. Yeah, it's been a long passage. Like, Belgium needs some reward for all the effort they've been putting in. Good carry by number 1 William van Bost. And I think this is the 3rd or 4th penalty in a row.
I was going to say, the penalty count for Portugal is really, really high. I think it's only a matter of time until they at least get a warning, if not a yellow card, because there's heaps and heaps of penalties against Portugal.
Not throwing there.
Again, diving in the ruck. And he gives the penalty and the yellow card. Could argue the advantage would have been better, as William van Bost is really close to the try line here, picks and goes. But That's it. Was referees are briefed to. It's what they say. The penalty is the biggest advantage you can get. So you should whistle it straight away. That is the way. Seventh is refereed at the minute. Julian Oster just following the guidelines here. And the specific occasions you do feel for Van Basten. He's in, almost in for the try.
Yeah, he looked to be certainly in. Oh, he is in anyway.
But
so
there is the try. It's not Van Basten this time. It is Isaac Montoisi who scores that try. So Belgium do reward themselves after 2 very long passages of play. Hey, we played almost 4 minutes with just 1 break, which is impressive stuff. 2-minute breaks, 2-minute ball in play, and then from Montoisi.
Yeah, he did not trust his teammates. He dummies both ways. He dummies both ways and then just tries to barrel over and succeeds. I mean,
I will call it backing himself. You call it not trusting the teammates.
Let's put it this way: had he not scored that, he would have had a quite stern talking to later today. Unfortunately, the Belgian conversion hits the post, so Belgium 2 converted tries to equalize and less than 3 minutes to do so.
I was going to say it took them a while to score this try, but so far this half has been all Belgium. They've been struggling to really score tries, but they've been consistently getting over the gain line. Portugal not really doing anything but defending, which, to be fair, they have been doing well. 4 minutes without conceding a try. Also, good work.
Very much so. So Belgium trying to compete at the kickoff, however, not being successful. In the meantime, the first time in hours and hours, the summer sun of Hamburg has gotten through the clouds for a little bit.
It is nice that we get a bit of sun in the last game of the day. Hey, we finish on a high. But the line-out skew, and then there's a knock-on. I don't know what he's refereeing. He's given a penalty. He's given a scrum to Portugal for the Belgium for the knock-on.
Yeah, I mean, he basically trying to rake it in. He knocks it forward from his point of view, which is unfortunate. From
And Belgium, you could see him asking, give the scrum, he wanted to play. Now Ryan Gosmark with ball in hand. Andaba with some nice footwork. Playing this switch play with Lali, and Lali goes through.
And he needs to put it under the sticks.
Lali puts it under the sticks, immediately looks back to cover to kick the conversion. Ryan Gosmark takes it, and he's going to take it quickly.
And it does go through, so we have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
So it is 12 points to 19, 7 points away. Dennis, tell the viewers, in case Belgium do score that last try and it's overtime, what happens with the draw?
We're looking at sudden death, so let's see who keeps his nerves. So a lot of fans already left us due to the rain and both German teams having played, but whoever has stayed is in for a treat. And with 40 seconds to go, Belgium has the ball. Looks like another heartbeat finish after the last match.
Mate, and Belgium had been looking so dangerous this half, especially after they scored the first try. They got going. Portugal still a man down, you have to remember. So yeah, this is a good opportunity for Belgium. It would be unbelievable if they get 2 great comebacks in a row. Julian Oster giving the penalty to Belgium. Ryan Gosmark takes the tap, freezes play, and now there's space on the outside. Holding up the ball brilliantly. This is good, and Lali's going to score again. And Lali looking to get close to the middle. Did he get that down?
No.
We're waiting for the referee's call.
Yeah, try. He had to go inside because the conversion is needed to equalize this game.
Julian Oster awards it, so it's 17 to 19, and all eyes on the conversion now.
Yeah.
So Ryan Gosmark taking the conversion now.
Rarely has there been a kick with as much pressure as this one.
And it goes over. And we have the first draw in the knockout games.
Ice in his veins.
I don't think anyone expected this after the first half performance by Portugal.
And he keeps his team alive.
Remember how you said the Belgium coach is a bit harsh on the players? I think he did exactly what they needed.
Yeah. I mean, Belgium, they were aware. Gaspar Lali was aware that he needs to go as far inside as possible to give his kicker the chance to stay in this game. And Gosmark kept his composure and knocks it through from not an easy position.
Mate, Ryan Gosmark, what a legend.
Yeah, we're fans, we're big fans here.
This is probably one of the toughest kickies I've ever taken in his career, I reckon. when in sevens do you kick a kick with that much pressure? It doesn't happen too often, does it? And now we look at sudden death. There's a small crowd of Belgian fans up on the stand. There's like 12 guys with flags and everything, really cheering them on. So yeah, it's a sudden death, as Dennis said earlier. So whoever scores the first point of this extra time is going to win.
And we say possession is key in sevens. However, now even more so. And if I had Ryan Gopsbeck on my team, I'd be very tempted to maybe even kick a penalty. That comes into play now, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. You can go for 3, maybe kick a drop goal even. I'd love to see a drop goal here. That would be the best thing ever.
Yeah, we're looking to create some viral videos here.
Yeah, have a couple of pick and goes in front of the try line, have someone in the pocket, put a blocker in front of him as well, and then kick a drop goal. Oh, it would be class.
I mean, we might have to talk about the blocker or whether, but let's see. So Portugal kick us off. So what do you do if you're Portugal? Do you kick it wide, put them under pressure, or try to compete for the ball?
I reckon you go for a contestable kick here.
I mean, with these conditions and being so far away, I mean, this was probably neither. So it was not short enough to compete for it. It was not long enough to put Belgium under real pressure. Yeah, no, Belgium. However, finally Portugal back to a full set of 7. Belgium. Godsmack again.
Changes direction.
Or Berger, the veteran. Belgium support straight away there, not even a chance to jackal. A little bit indecisive there.
Everything gets so much more exciting now that it's extra time, hey?
Yeah,
I see this game has an effect on myself. My heart is pumping. I feel something in my stomach. I don't even support particularly one of that team.
I was going to say, I'm glad it's not the German team, otherwise my heart rate would be through the roof.
Everything is so exciting because you know every action could be the last action of the game. It could either be the winning or losing one.
Ooh, that
Martini comes a little from the side. Julian Nosta lets it go. He's a better side of it than we do.
And again,
and this time he gives the penalty to Portugal, which they take
not
quickly.
Even thinking
and there is space on the outside, but he goes back inside. His better vision than I do.
It's the step.
And it's Costa.
Oh,
and Kamara is
held up. Oh my God, what drama. What drama.
Julian Nosta said he's held up. Kamara. You should see the way we're in the commentary box here. There's hands over the top and everything. It is unbelievable how this game is turning and turning. Belgium with that performance in the second half, coming back from a 19-0 down. Then they play some rugby and get a penalty against them. And Portugal play quick. And Kamara almost over. And then smart rugby by Lali, dragging him over the line, holding him up, which would be a goal line dropout in 15s. However, in 7s,
key difference,
the game hasn't changed. So it's a scrum 5 to Portugal, which is a really good attacking platform.
So if you're a Belgian prop now, this is the time to shine.
And this is all 3 tries in the first half. They score off a scrum on the 5. So this is Portugal know how to score off these. However, Belgium now, not with 6 players, they have the full 7 to play with. I am so nervous, Dennis. I am so unbelievably nervous.
Yeah, let's see. This is going to be the most interesting 7th scrum I've probably ever seen.
And it's a scrum penalty to Belgium.
What drama, what drama. I mean,
Portuguese players don't seem too happy with it, complaining to Julian Nosta and to the touched it as well.
Not sure that's going to help, but...
But he stays with his decision. What's Ryan Gottsman here? They've been tapping everything
I was going to say,
far.
if you tap this one, he
does again.
I salute your courage, sir.
The 3-on-2 here, but they drop it. And it's a scrum to Portugal.
Not sure that was a wise decision. Deep in 5 meters out from your own line, in extra time. Tried to get some clarity, I would have said. However, he's a brave man and he decided not to do it. However, that pass didn't. It was a little bit in front of him. However, Isaac Montoisi, I think he could have grabbed it.
Yeah, and not only from that perspective, is also the thing that's going on mentally now. Hey, you're in extra time. It's a death. It's sudden death. Every decision can win or lose you the game.
Yeah.
And he has to come back from this. This is really draining on your psyche as well, making a mistake like that. And he has to be back. Ryan Gosmark with a good hit. And they close down the Portuguese space nicely here. Portugal not going to score in this phase.
No, second man.
There's a contested ruck by Julian Nostas, says take your hands away. Lali with a good tackle.
Oh, that might be a steal.
Someone's over the ball.
Yes,
and
that was a
again,
steal.
Belgium win the penalty right in front of their line.
See, this time I think calm heads will prevail and Gosmark will go for
you can see the Belgian players showing to the corner as well.
Yeah, they need a breather as well. We see a lot of hands on knees. This has been energy sapping for both teams.
It's 4.5 minutes been played.
And it doesn't go
find
out.
touch.
Oh, yeah, but no, it does.
This is almost 3 halves of sevens, and we know how exhausting sevens is.
At the end of a complicated day 2 for both teams.
Yeah, it's day 2. It's their 4th match in 2 days. 1 game of sevens is unbelievably exhausting.
On a heavy pitch.
2 times 7 minutes, and this is the 3rd half they're playing with 5 minutes being played. These players must be almost dead.
Belgium with possession for the first time in Portugal's half. And
kicking it in. This is brave. And there's knock-ons on the floor. There's a hooter.
We're going into second half extra time. What a game. No, the knock-on was before the hooter. Hence, we will have the scrum before we go into halftime.
Julian Nost having to smile as well. He knows what he's doing to the players with that.
Yeah, that
I don't think anyone is happy about this.
That kick might not have been the worst that I mean, a little bit of diving here from Lala. However, yeah, I mean, not envying any of the players. That's a tough one. And against the head,
stealing the scrum.
My goodness. How often do you see that in sevens?
Not too often.
Twice in the same game, and Lala.
It's the second time.
Straight up.
And Lali with all his pace. Into touch, and that marks the end of that half. Of that. It's a quarter by now, actually. Yeah. We're playing a game of 4 quarters here.
The drama.
Unbelievable stuff. 19 points for Portugal in the first quarter. 19 points to Belgium in the second quarter, 0 points in the third quarter, and 1 more to come even.
Yeah, and given how many minutes Portugal spent deep in Belgium's 22, there used to be one movie called Die Another Day. That's been Belgium's motto so far. Let's see.
I'd like to see what he's saying now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no sound on this. I would have loved to hear what they said on this. The recovery that's going to take from this. Playing over 20 minutes.
I think the team physios already ordered the ice bath.
Yeah. So much ice. It's good from a German perspective. I just realized that this is the opponent that us Germans will face in the semi-final. So Germany definitely will be the fresher team. Belgium kickoff this time. We discussed deep kick or contestable kick. Portugal did neither of the things. What do you reckon Belgium's going to do? No time for the answer. Belgium's already kicked, and they go for the deep kick. It's covered by Fatih, who has a go at the line, goes down, it's well secured.
Now it's Portugal having to defend deep in their own 22, and Gosmark barely holds on to it.
Oh, and screwed.
Oh, and
then the offer goes loose.
That looks like a yellow card, yeah.
And now Portugal.
And he can go for the drop kick. This is exactly in front of the sticks.
True, we talked about this in the beginning. Yeah. Martin Diaz going off with the yellow, which is a massive advantage anyway. But now a penalty right in front of the sticks. And yeah, Ryan Gosmark looks to go for goal.
34 years of age, experience as you will. That was not a clean hit. Oh, it's
away
wide.
to the right, and we keep playing.
Oh
we
my God.
keep playing.
Yeah, you could see straight away that he didn't hit it cleanly.
I mean, the guy's 34 years old, and he's been playing 21 minutes of sevens rugby right now. I absolutely get how you messed this up. It's excusable. However, Portugal take the 22 drop by quickly with an offload, and they break through. They break through,
and Lala saves the day.
Brought down by Lali. Lali's trying to get the turnover.
Oh,
that ball's in the ruck. He can't go for it.
However, it was kept in the rock with the feet. I'm not sure that's allowed.
Not gets it. It's gone backwards. Great footwork by Cuts. And Cuts dragged down as well. Belgium with unbelievable defense, putting their bodies on the line. Kamara has another go at the line.
Oh.
And Portugal right on the 5. I cannot believe the game of sevens that we're witnessing here. This is a good counteract by Ryan Gottsmark.
Putting in that energy right now.
It's not Ryan Gottsmark, I'm sorry, apologies. Anything that's good is Ryan Gottsmark in my eyes.
Although he did just miss that chance to give his team the win.
I cannot believe this game. And Kutz again carrying it in. Belgium letting the hands go. A lot of contest on that rack. They're trying to make them unsure. Rice has a go at the line. Lali's over the ball, but gets clean. Gets clean in time. Is that a knock-on? That is a knock-on.
They just want to keep playing.
And look at the Belgian players on the floor, hands on the knees. Portugal the same way, hands over the head and on the knees. Everybody's so tight. 2 minutes played already in this 4th quarter.
He missed it by about a meter, Gottsmark, and oh, what drama.
We've been talking about the ice in his veins, but it looks like it melted when the sun came out. So he missed that final kick. But now Belgium again with a scrum in their own 22.
Yeah, the Belgian fans on the stand, you can see them being not just a little nervous. I mean, Belgium have their hands back on the ball, however, not where they want to have the ball. So the question is now, would they put boot to ball, or are they trying to go the full 80, 90 meters? Either way, that is... And here the
changing direction against Belgium. Gottsmark with a big pass, and Lali's the guy you want to give the ball to in these situations. He has great footwork, he had great pace.
He's met with force.
Down, driven backwards to Portugal, not really on the back foot, even though they lost some territory. Again with good defense, and this is dangerous. You don't want to be the...
that was hand.
And somehow the ball comes out, Ryan Gottsmark spreads it.
And
it's a nice change of direction by Adaba.
Oh, what a
offload. And now they've been shown to Lali. And Lali with space on the outside, trying to get on the outside. Gets the ball back in field. Before gets tackled. And there's a penalty, and it's a penalty to Belgium. So again, they go quick. Looking to move it. And Ryan Gottsmark, can he make up for his mistake earlier? Scoring the winning try. Foot raise with Kutz. Kutz gets him, but not enough. And Ryan Gottsmark dots the ball down. And Belgium win this game after an unbelievable 25 minutes of playing sevens rugby. This is almost a half 15th rugby they've been playing here.
That is the most drama I've ever seen in the sevens pitch. And Gottsmark making up for his... I mean, he could have saved himself a couple of minutes of hard work there, but in the end, he made up for it. Made it count, every meter all the way to the line. Ryan Gottsmark, tip of the hat. Hey, that was impressive.
I've been watching some sevens rugby and I've never seen anything like that. This was the longest game of sevens I've ever witnessed, with so many turns and twists. The Belgian coach in the halftime saying, "You will be embarrassed." I'm sure they won't be after this. This is an unbelievable comeback story. We talked about Italy in the last game having an unbelievable comeback.
This was even more dramatic.
Have you seen the Belgians right now? Ryan Gottsmark missing that penalty kick, and then 4 minutes later, scoring that winning try. I cannot believe it. We talked a lot about second efforts here, and meant players that had one situation and then got up and did the next thing. Ryan Gottsmark, there was 4th efforts he was showing in this game. I cannot believe.
He was not even subbed off, so he played the full game.
Yeah.
What an effort. And I mean, there, I thought for all money he lost the duel. However, somehow he gets the carcass across the body, across the line. That is unbelievable.
I'm sorry, I called him Kutz Kamara. Of course, it was Kamara did great effort here, catching him for pace, putting down the fend, getting him down.
by about 10 centimeters he makes it. Like,
and then Godsmark had his arms long enough to reach out and score that winning try. 24-19, my heart is pounding. I am done for today. I could not comment another game after this if I wanted to. I'm happy this was the last game. We finished on an absolute high. And now, I'm sure we're going to see an interview very soon. Andy Knight's already looking to get someone in. Us commentaries, we're out for today. Thank you a lot for watching. You've seen how worth it is to tune in on these Hamburg 7s. They're unbelievable, full of surprises. It's only going to get better with the semi-finals and finals tomorrow. Looking forward to this. Stay on for the final interview. Andy Knight, I think he's even grabbed Ryan Godsmark, so I'm sure it'll be good to hear from him. I'm out. See you tomorrow. Take care.
So I'm here with Ryan Godsmark. What a game. Is that the longest Sevens game you've ever played in?
I think so. I think it's the longest, yeah. Two halves of extra time, so that was one way to really put out the bag and certainly look into the reserves and try and, you know, get as much energy from each other as possible, so that was a tough one.
Yeah, so you became the villain to start with, unfortunately, that little drop goal to try and win it, and then you became the hero at the end. Do you think your teammates are going to love you or hate you?
Well, I got the harder one over here to make it 19-all, and then the simple one in front of the post. It's the easiest one's always the hardest, so it was nice to kind of make up for it, and whoever it was in the corner, they just scored anyway, so it was just luckily it was me in the corner. And
yeah, let's look at the positives. You go through to the semi-final tomorrow. Unfortunately, you've got Germany. The crowd are going to be behind them, but you've had a good record against Germany in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, we did well. The last time we played them, obviously, they didn't have the full strength team, but we put a good result on them. The weather's obviously going to dictate a lot how we play and how other teams play, so it'll be a tough game. But I think the main thing for us is that we're in the top 4 there in the semi-finals, which is obviously a big goal for us, so we're pretty happy with the results so far.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you all the best tomorrow. Obviously, I'm a German supporter just now, but I'll be a Scotsman and Belgium supporter as well. So have a good rest, enjoy the recovery, and well done today on the win.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Sorry.
Oh.
One more minute.
Back 10.
Хорош, дыши, Жек. Встань, дыши. Жек, пострахуй.
out.
Thank you, Adam. You're one of the stars of the team, so congratulations and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
First time against Great Britain this year. It started to become a habit. Is it one of the teams that you actually look forward to playing these days?
Not really, because we know they're tough, and yes, we've beaten them sometimes, but we know.
Good.
Left foot released. Keep moving 10 meters. Yeah, keep there. Keep your line, 3. Tempo. Yes, yes, yes. It's a Republic!
завалим.
Go back, go back. Good work. Go back. Go back.